back shots.
Oh, God. You're not even the fought. I've been going hard. Yeah, we started.
Oh, crap.
Like, bitches be quick, but I'm quicker.
How do we want to do this? You want to go? Well, should we rehash last week?
Yeah, we have to intro it a little bit.
I tell you right now. If you're reading this, it's too late. I'm in winner's queue.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, okay.
As the person here with the best record so far, the playoffs.
I'm down by one.
All right, let's
So you
say
make
what we're
sure
So that
doing.
makes you the best?
I'm down by
Hey,
one.
everybody. Welcome back. We're going to be recapping the last weekend's games and giving our predictions once again for the next week's. And, yeah, what game do you want to start with?
What was the first game on the list? Was it Houston?
Well, the very
It was
first game was the
Houston-Ravens,
Texans-Ravens game,
Texans.
which was the only game I miscalled. But
Talking like that, you fucking...
You took the Texans?
Yeah, you took
I did. Just to be a contrarian. In my betting, I only took them to cover, and I thought it was looking
The
good.
cover looked fine. No,
Tied at half.
It was 3-3. Then it
Lamar
was 10-10.
playing bad. And then,
Well.
what?
Lamar did not play bad.
In the first half.
He didn't play bad.
Played decent. Played good.
Played mediocre against a mediocre defense.
I don't think he played
The
bad.
defense has
though.
been first defense on the road.
Yeah.
Number one scoring defense on the road.
Texas?
No, I'm lying.
That's
Yeah,
a lie.
it's like
No, but they
I have to see
were
it. I-
the leaders in rush.
Plus minus.
Not what do you call it? Pressure.
Were they really?
Since like week, I don't know what the fuck it was, but yeah, up to that point they were like top 4 or something like that in whatever. But yeah, they did start off fucking slow.
Thank you.
They
Yeah,
did.
That's
They
what I was
did.
saying. Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you. That is
The
correct.
Ravens did not play well in the first half, but they're a good team. Good teams make adjustments, and they came out and they smoked them. Smoked them, which I was upset that the Texans weren't able to, I don't know, do the same.
I mean, to me the writing was kind of on the wall with that. Like they had a great win the last week, but like I didn't expect them to go past the Ravens. I think they're just a bit under.
Right. I just wanted
like,
the cover.
Oh yeah, I mean they could have, but like I wasn't surprised that it was that big of a blowout.
Dropped red zone interception by the Texans.
Did they?
On the first opening drive of the third quarter, Ravens came out. Lamar on second down, dropped pick. I think that really would have changed the momentum. But
In the third.
yeah, it was the
Was that the one in the end zone?
opening drive of the second half. Yeah, it was in the end zone. The Texans. I don't remember.
The Bucs.
I don't remember
No, that
which.
was the Bucs guy. I don't know what you're talking about then.
It was in the Texans game. I don't remember which defender it was, but one of the Texans secondary dropped a pick, and it really would have.
I don't think
would've
that
been huge.
That wouldn't have changed the game at all to me.
Well,
they
it's a momentum killer. Drive all the way down the field and throw
yeah,
a
but
pick.
they bodied him down the field. Throw a pick. I assume they would have just went back down and bodied him again because they did it in that game another 3-4 times anyway.
I think it would have stalled. Well, it would have been good for my cover. That's what
Well,
I'm
for
saying.
the cover, yes.
Yeah.
That would have been fantastic.
But I knew the Ravens would win. I just thought the Texans would put a better fight. The defense was insane. They only allowed 3 points.
Oh, they went insane.
Only 3 points.
They limited the
Allowed.
Texans to 2.7 yards per carry on the ground. Also,
So it's
Stroud only
scary.
had 175 yards.
yep.
Scary defense. They're
That's
loaded.
fucking insane.
That was without.
Do they have any picks?
That was without
No,
Marlon Humphrey
picks, no
playing.
Picks. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marlon Humphrey
I
was
didn't
out.
know that.
So
They did a
Kyle
very
Hamilton
good
is
job.
him. Hamilton
he's
had a
so
drop
good.
pick.
Yeah. He's very good.
The Ravens are scary. They're the 1 seed for a reason.
The thing with me that makes them even scarier is because like the Ravens of other years would have came out at halftime and just came out flat. Like the fact that they started that bad and then came back and bounced back like that, whole new Lamar, whole new Ravens, whole new mindset there. I think it's like that's a scary fucking.
And you know what? They unleashed Lamar. This is Lamar's first time running like
went crazy.
Lamar.
Finally, right?
They made him not do it all year. I think it was
To
for
preserve
health.
him, yeah.
Like, yeah. Like keep yourself ready for the
he
playoffs.
was like very much so more. I mean, in comparison to his other years, a pocket quarterback this year, and you could tell
yeah.
he was
very
booking it.
passive. But this, 100 yards on 11 carries and 2 touchdowns on the ground.
He was running.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
You have anything to say, Rice?
Nah,
Right?
I guess not. I
He
don't
also
know.
only missed 6 passes all
Good
game.
game. Yeah, it was close. I think Ravens defense is probably the best defense left. I think.
Easily, yeah. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I
Might
think
be
it
the
was-
best defense in the league.
I think it's the most consistent.
I think it was
Left.
right, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think Browns had number 1
Oh.
going into it,
technically,
but
yeah, I guess, but
but they were kind of
we
fraudulent.
can definitely clear that out now. They did it fraudulent.
Yeah. What was the next game? The next game was
I think it was,
the
Packers
Packers
before
and
Giants.
Niners.
Talking about this
Oh,
game.
Oh shit.
Yeah. One more big stat. No, I'm kidding.
Packers 49ers.
We can move on.
Oh god.
Packers 49ers. I forgot the score.
I have a lot of things to talk about.
It was close.
What was the score?
26-24.
Oh, that's right. It came down to the last thing when Jordan Love threw it
he
halfway
threw
across
fucking
the field.
crossbody
Well,
Madden
that's a
pick.
classic. That's a classic Packers quarterback trait.
Like, let's just fucking
He's risking their
that
business. They literally had the side by side with Brett Favre.
That
when he was on the
that?
Vikings.
Was that fourth? That wasn't
with
fourth
the
down or
Saints.
nothing, right? He just kind of
No.
yeah.
It was third, I think. He was going for it. I thought it was a great game. Was it the best game I think so far, except Detroit Rams? I'm pretty sure, right?
Ian, like the Chiefs-Bills game?
That we aren't there yet.
You said best game so far.
Up until that point.
Up until this
yeah.
day.
Oh,
What the
okay.
fuck you want me to say?
I thought
mean, in
I
the
thought
future,
I was
James,
on with you. I thought he was saying that too.
up to this point, it was the,
Up to
it was
that
the best
point,
game.
yes, that was the best
Yeah.
game up to that point, 100%.
Well, you
Don't-
definitely
don't
didn't,
hit me.
You didn't see them having this game, to be honest. I mean, we all knew the Chiefs Bills were going to be a close game, but I, think
I
this
actually
was-
believed in the Packers. I did take their line in my parlay, and
Well,
they hit it.
the Packers had like the same way the Texans like could have upset, like the Packers could have upset, and it kind of would have been crazy.
I would have been very mad if they upset.
Love looks
I
good.
don't think that was a game. Love does look good. I don't think that was a game that. I don't think it would have felt like a true loss to me for the Niners. I feel like it was just 3 or 4 mistakes to put them in that position.
I think it's a good showing for the Niners to play that
Okay.
bad and still pull away with it.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's great for them because after having a bye, like instead, like they could have fucking beat them by like 50, and
They
it would have
lose
just been like
Debo early.
you're fucked.
Mm.
Yeah,
A lot of mistakes made. It's a rain game.
yeah. Purdy could not grip the ball at all. He was with the glove. He was without the
Little
glove.
baby
like
hands.
it was, yeah. Like that was rough for him, and he still like he didn't play amazing, but
Yeah.
he picked it up when he needed to. Like looking at the stats, he looked like the stats don't tell the game. He kind of played like ass, but like he was 23 for 39 for 252 yards and a touchdown. Like looking at the stats, it's like, oh, he had a pretty
Without
good game, but
Debo.
like without Debo, yeah. But like,
And Debo's their best player besides
yeah,
Mac.
they said his average depth of target that game was 7 yards,
That's good.
which is that's his average
for
depth
him.
of target is a yard higher than that. That's a huge discrepancy than
1
usual.
yard?
Yes, and like stat wise, it's gonna take a lot to
rain
get that
game?
up a yard. Yes.
In a rain game, that's pretty good.
But he wasn't pushing it at all. And he usually
pushing
pushes.
either. It's a rain
He's got
game.
like a 64% deep passer rating.
Yeah, but Debo's out, so Ayuk's not.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think
Debo's
Ayuk's
not
really
a deep guy
ball
anyway. Yes, he is.
Ayuk is their deep ball guy.
No, I don't think he is.
Okay. Well,
Yep. So,
but yeah, I didn't like the game plan. What I said when we were
the game
At-
was good.
our friend's house watching it. No, I'm saying the game plan wasn't good.
I just said
Oh, I think you think it was
good?
good.
the game plan.
You thought it was good?
Yeah, it was fine.
I think the issue was once Debo went out, I think they only
Well,
planned.
that changes the game plan, doesn't it?
No,
It
but I'm
hurts.
saying I don't think they had a backup plan. I think they just said, you know what,
Well, I don't usually plan for my
this
number
is-
one wide receiver to get hurt.
you should. You should have multiple. You should have multiple things ready.
Well, the good
If
thing
you're
the Patriots don't have to worry about that, right?
You have to be in a fucking. If you're a head coach,
Yeah.
you need to have multiple like safety plans, and they didn't really have one.
I'm gonna be real.
Like
I don't think
clearly,
they do that.
when he left the game, they had nothing going for them. So clearly, that game or in that week of practice and the lead up, they were like, "This is our guy. We're gonna target him. He's gonna be the beneficiary on most of these plays." And we saw that starting off. He got the ball like twice, like right off the bat, basically, and then that went out the window. And then it was like, we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do now.
I also thought it was really stupid to have him returning a kick like in a game that important.
No,
Probably
sir.
You
wanted
don't-
to.
Fuck that. You take a seat, buddy. That's too
to
much.
risk your number one receiver returning a kick. I think that's
Exactly.
kinda-
And I get it. It's like, oh, let's get a playmaker out there, but like, be safe. Like, you don't have to do that because now they're in a position where he
Did
might
anyone
not play
watch
next
the
week.
49ers game this season?
Yeah,
like at all this
Did
season.
he return any kicks?
he has,
He
but
has.
it's not smart. Like, there's no point to do it.
I think in a game like this, especially in a rain game,
Yeah, it's just
I don't know. I thought it was weird.
you just don't do
Well,
it.
you want sure hands. In a
Oh,
rain
maybe
game,
that's why. But like, still,
then.
like,
you even wanted more in a rain game.
I don't know. I'd rather.
Also, I
throw
think the game
somebody else
plan
out
of
there.
most teams is to go through the number one. I don't think people plan for their number one to get hurt. I don't think teams go in with a backup plan. They go, oh, if Debo goes out, here's
Okay,
the
but
plan.
I'm saying there was no plan regardless after he left. Like, you have to have
that
something.
would change up everything.
You have to have something cooked up to where it's like, oh, if he's not doing this, we're gonna go to these sets of plays.
Well, it's
now.
with the C-Mac,
It didn't
yeah.
look like they had that.
I thought it was weird. That wasn't the
Well,
plan from the start. C-Mac just fucking give
Yeah.
C-Mac the
Running it
ball
down.
every
They should
hand.
have because they don't have a great run defense at all.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that would be the smarter move, but
Which is why that C-Mac touchdown happened. He fucking just ran up
Yeah.
the middle
you went crazy.
all the way.
Did Packers not have a good run defense?
No.
No, CMC he went off
Mediocre for
too.
years.
Yeah, but CMC is good.
He had 98 yards.
What
He
did
had,
Pollard have?
70 something I think. Receiving
Pollard
or
had
something
nothing.
Like
That was a
Pollard
bad
didn't-
game.
But Pollard had a bad year.
But the Cowboys are bad.
Yeah.
They're fraudulent.
But the Cowboys line's not bad.
The what?
Cowboys line,
What do you mean?
like their offensive line.
No, but Tony Pollard just wasn't playing well all year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
not a
And they
good
were
runner.
down very early. They were down 20 in one quarter.
I'm just saying. Maybe underrated.
Typically
Maybe
don't
underrated.
run there.
Maybe underrated.
Oh, also in terms of game plan, they only called play action 5 times the whole
Yeah,
game.
but they're West Coast offense.
They call play action a lot, Mike.
As a West Coast offense,
It just doesn't. In their offense, they call play action a lot.
you get a number for that?
I can look it up for you if you really want me to.
Well, you're just saying stuff.
Because I put it in there because I knew what I was talking about.
Well, you didn't put that in there though. If they're running their West Coast offense, they don't run motion on the
Going
West
off
Coast.
it, Madden. They played
You going off on
call
Madden?
action. Call action at 60. Play action at 68.4%,
Okay.
which
a
is a lot. That's
Yeah, if it's a rain game, I don't want to do that
General, why would you not?
because I'm going to slip. The
Brother,
ball's going to hit CMC. He's going to
when you're playing in a rain game, what do you think you're gonna do as a team?
not play action.
You're gonna run it.
Nope.
So that'll catch them off guard.
But
if
obviously
you do
that
play
wasn't
action.
their plan. They're West Coast offense. They don't run the ball like that.
Okay, but I just told you they ran play action at 68.4%. That stats there. Read it up online if you need to. Let's continue.
Well, yeah, the Niners should have won. They did it.
They should have. And
I knew
yeah.
the Packers would cover. My fucking parlay was so close.
Who'd you miss on? A touchdown, right? Someone's
The
touchdown?
Texans.
Oh, was that just the cover?
Oh, also, yeah, this game's close. It wasn't close in my opinion. If you really think about it,
Niners?
they let up a huge play to Dubes on a slip. They had 2 crucial pass interference calls that got him in scoring position, and then another slip, or it was honestly, I think it was either slip or just a blown coverage that got him in position to score again.
The Packers
like if-
don't slip.
If
yeah,
they,
would the Packers not slip at all?
well, Purdy wasn't throwing the ball like that. There wasn't people wide open. They didn't have their number 1 receiver. Is basically what I'm saying.
Well, the Packers receivers aren't anything special.
Well,
No,
hold
but
up,
if they're
Buzz.
wide open, they're wide open. And if dudes are slipping over the field and getting
So,
stupid
you told me the
pass
Packers,
interference calls,
the Packers DBs are better.
then
They are.
49ers.
49ers DBs are
I,
not
I would
good.
say that.
I don't know.
Actually,
Yeah, they're very much
I'm a big
not good.
Jair fan. So
I heard he basically said he's gone. He gave like a farewell to
Well,
the
he
city
sucks.
tweet.
Good.
6 years, I guess he's gone.
I can't wait to see where he goes. He's an amazing player. One of the best corners
He
in the league.
probably won't be anything anymore.
He's top 5.
I feel like once corners leave their first town, they like don't do as good.
Like Gilmore.
Yeah,
He won Defensive Player of the Year. After
well, he
about
got
to say,
shifted
yeah,
on
he's
by Dubes. He got shifted on by Dubes last
That's
game.
his third
He got
team.
shifted
Yeah.
on
That's
for like
in
an
his
80-yard
30s. He's in his
catch.
30s.
He's
now.
old.
I'm just saying.
Just saying he left the Bills. Went
I
to
think
the
every
Pats, won
time
Defensive Player
you
of the
jump
Year.
ship to a different team, I think you go down.
It's not necessarily true.
For corners?
DJ,
Yeah.
corners, okay.
DJ Moore.
I was about to- DJ Moore.
Yeah,
had-
I guess
Well,
just
DJ Moore's on the fucking
corners are
Panthers, so I'd
typically
have
better
to hope he
when
does
they're
better
there.
anywhere.
But yeah,
Nah,
they
I
were
speak my
what?
truth.
0-30, trailing by
I don't care
5
if
or
they
more
get older.
points. Got the monkey off their back. 1-30 now.
Who was that?
Who? Oh, yeah,
49ers.
yeah.
Trailing
wow.
by 5. So
Yeah. That was kind of crazy, that the stat. You know what I'm
they
talking
did
about?
the damn thing.
Yeah.
Can I read a quote by what's his face? Shanahan.
Yeah, sure.
He said, "I thought that was a big of a mental challenge and just a character game as I've seen. I mean, when things aren't going how you want on the offense, defense, special teams, the rain, guys slipping a lot, losing Debo early, having to change some things with that, and just some of the mistakes we made to overcome. It was a gut check for everybody, and I couldn't be more proud of the people in there and how they persevered. I took that as this dude, like, thank fucking God. They're not going to have this fucking thing on me anymore.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, it's good for Purdy. I feel like you need to have your shit game early, and hopefully they can figure it out.
Yeah, I mean, I have no doubt they're going to the Super Bowl, but
I've
we can continue on.
Next, Lions, Bucks.
This game just about as I wrote it up. Bucks getting blown out.
You're going to hate me.
Why am I going to hate you? You think the Lions were fraudulent in this win?
Yeah.
No, you're insane.
The Bucks defense actually played pretty damn well.
Oh, really?
For the most part of the game, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was actually surprising.
What was the final score? I don't even remember.
They were up by a touchdown, I think, or
It was
10
30
points.
Something, 30 to something. 30 like 17 or something like that. Like 34-17 or something.
I think I fell asleep during this part of the game, too.
I
It
don't
was
think-
23-31. They lost by 8.
Yeah.
What was it?
23-31.
Oh, okay. I only watched half the game, so I can't really give too much on it.
I think
The game was over by the third quarter.
the line. No, it wasn't. Oh, my
really
God.
was.
Are you stupid?
It really was.
They had a chance to win.
The game was over by the third quarter.
They had a chance to win. They actually had a chance to tie the game up at the end of the game.
Doesn't count.
I feel like we have to.
Chances only count in horseshoes and
We
hand
got to
grenades,
watch
Josh.
these games.
I watched the game.
I
knew
think
it was
the early,
happening.
like if say like all right, so Baker threw to Mike Evans. It was like a tip pick.
Like
Say that didn't happen.
Bro.
That's it's a whole different game. Like that kind of set them down like a bad path. But like I don't know, the Bucs defense, they played pretty well. Like yeah, they were letting up like big stuff after like there's only so much you can do to contain this offense. It's a high-powered offense, but like they played pretty well, and that's like kind of not faring well for the Niners, who have a way better defense than the Bucs, and they're about to go into their stadium. Like I don't know. It wasn't as good enough for me to be like, wow, maybe they actually might win this next game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't.
I'm happy for Baker and his run though.
He's a shitter.
I actually avoided betting on this game at all because I really didn't know how
it was even, yeah.
And the Lions were -6.5. I was like, oh, that's so much.
That is a big line.
They ended up getting it, but it was scary. I didn't want to touch it. My parlay was Chiefs win, Packers and Texans cover. So close.
I think my lock, we went over this. My lock for this was like punts 4.5, which is a high fucking line, which isn't a line anyone set. I think someone just said it.
Yeah,
and
we
he
just
hit
said
like
it for
4, so I'll take that. That's basically a win in my book.
And then our last game.
Also, I do want to say,
they
did deal with injuries that game to the Bucs. They lost 2 starters on their defense.
Jamal Dean
Frank
was out.
Ragnow has fucking one knee. And he still played.
Who?
Frank Ragnow.
Oh, the lineman?
That's a lineman.
Yeah.
He's
What
not,
do you-
all pro. He's not running
playing
routes.
defense.
All pro lineman.
He's
I
not
know he
playing
is.
defense, though.
One of
Playing
the best
offense.
centers in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Okay, and
He ain't
everyone
running
has
fucking-
fucking-
running routes.
they weren't generating pressure when he had 2 knees.
You're such a cope. You're such a cope.
I'm
You do
not
this
a
all
cope.
the time. Injury list.
Jamal
I'm just
Dean's a
saying.
big loss.
That's
Everyone's
huge.
injuries. Everyone's getting
That's huge.
Who's the big loss?
Jamel Dean.
Jamal Dean, their best
Yeah,
corner.
this guy's ass. You saw him drop that pick in the end zone. Ass. That was a pick 6. He would have housed that. Ass.
Again,
In
they
his fucking hands.
didn't play a great game.
For those that don't know, Mike
Yeah, but where's
hates
defense?
the Bucs because he's a Saints fan.
Thank you.
He hates the Bucs and he loves the Lions. So whatever is said, no logic gets through.
Baker Mayfield better than Derek Carr.
Well, that's not true.
But yeah,
True this year.
you think that was a handily game where they're like they can go into this next game and it's fine?
What?
Do you think they won that game handily?
If you look at the numbers, yeah.
If you look at the game, though.
Look at the game, yeah.
It was a good win for the Lions,
Start-
but
from
I
start
just
to bottom,
don't
I think
think
Lions
I
win
just
the game.
don't think they have enough to beat the Niners.
I
But
think they
we'll
do.
get there. We'll get there.
What
That
other
wasn't a
team?
great
What other
game.
team would you have taken to beat the Niners?
The
The
Rams.
Rams.
It would've just been
and
the
they beat the Rams. So they're gonna be a
Well,
better
no,
team
no,
than the
no.
Rams.
Listen, the Rams match up better
we were just
with the
saying 'cause
Niners.
divisional rival. They would just have
Yeah.
a better.
Yeah, of
I mean,
course.
Shanahan owns McVay, but I think there was nobody beating the Niners. This is the Niners' year, but we'll get
I
there.
don't,
We'll
I
get
don't
there.
see it, to be honest.
We'll get there.
Mm.
All right,
There we got one
so-
last game.
Golf is a
over.
shitter.
Chiefs
Bills. Yeah, never in doubt. As predicted, I knew the Chiefs would win. The Bills would bill. The score doesn't even really show the true happening. It should have been more. Red zone fumble into the end zone.
I got a lot to say.
Hate to see that,
Get your nuts off. Go ahead.
but yeah, Mahomes pretty much a perfect game. Travis Kelce's back, wide open all the time. Pacheco ran it freely. And the defense showed up. I thought the defense did great. Big defensive showing. Josh Allen is a beast, and he did his best. Diggs is... I don't know what the fuck happened to Diggs.
That was insane. That
all
really
this
bothered
talk,
me.
all this shit talk all year, him screaming at Allen on the sidelines, and then in the biggest moment, Diggs ain't there.
8 targets, 23 yards?
8 targets for 3 catches and 20 yards.
That's not good.
And
Also dropped a huge ball. Huge.
In Prize Picks, so close again.
What?
I think the only person that screwed me was I added Mike Evans' touchdown to that, but I had a under on Diggs yards because I knew it. I knew he had no chance in this game.
He should have not. I didn't
Nailed it. It wasn't even close. It
I
was,
didn't
it was
like
like
the-
70 yards. I was like, how?
I didn't like the way they used him at all. They were moving him in the backfield and shit. Like just
It was weird.
That's good.
I think it was like I think it's
not
like
I know
for
you
him.
don't
decoy
understand
stuff.
the
Not for
scheme
him,
and the
not for
concept.
him,
It's
not for
literally
him.
for him.
I feel like they just threw him.
I
there.
feel like they were using him as a decoy most of the game.
They
It was
were.
really odd because
they were
I
throwing
think
short.
if Gabe Davis was in, that makes more sense.
Yes, exactly.
But without your deep threat weapon, like
They were-
why are you decoying with your best weapon?
That the game plan was get Allen in space to run and then throw screens
basically
or
just
short
air it
across the
out.
middle.
So
shit like
that was the plan. Air it
what it
out.
was.
If there's nothing there, Allen runs. Like that was the game plan.
Yeah,
I was
it
also upset with the usage of Kincaid, who's probably their second best weapon, and he was in like a maybe 2 plays a drive, and I'm like, every catch he made was for at least 8 yards.
Well, I think,
How do you not feed him more? He was cooking.
I think that was just. I don't know if he's not a good blocker, and I think they were just keeping it so like
The
if
Chiefs
Josh
were getting
Allen
pressure like that though.
they weren't, but like if
Weren't
Josh
at
Allen had
all,
a
actually.
if Josh Allen
Chris
had a
Jones was a fraudulent game in this.
I was actually
They
very
did
mad
actually,
at Chris.
yeah.
yeah.
Jones.
but like
I
if
don't know if he had any pressures, to be honest.
if Josh Allen
Probably
had
pressure
to
the whole day?
run, they needed that extra blocker in there so he can get around the corner or get up the middle. Like,
Surely Kincaid, all he needs to do is just bump and run.
he's a dog shit. He's actually not good at blocking.
Can't be that.
You watching blocking film now?
There's no
I
way
don't-
Knox is that
I-
good
I-
at blocking. Knox
they-
is
they-
smaller than
They
Kincaid.
take him out of
Oh,
the games.
I think he's beefier.
He's bigger, yeah. They take him out of the game because he can't block, which is something you can learn but it was just I don't know. I feel like he was flung in there after Knox got hurt. Just had to play, but
And he performed.
yeah,
I think Kincaid did good when he got the ball.
yes, yeah.
Yards a
Yeah.
catch.
Oh, I thought you were saying. He,
No. And just blocking was.
I'm just saying, use him more.
Yeah.
He was eating.
They could have,
No,
yeah.
100%.
I mean, they were running just screen to him at the end there, which
Yeah.
it was working.
Yeah, and then they stop.
Yeah.
Then it's like deep ball, deep ball, deep
Which is
ball.
a big issue of mine. The play calling was just after halftime. It just tanked. I was like, what are they
I think
doing?
it's a similar criticism Mahomes used to get early in his career. It was like he would only go for the
big
hero
play.
ball.
Yeah.
And nobody's holding Josh Allen to that.
No, I mean that's fair.
When
That's very
Mahomes did
fair.
it, Mahomes will never win this
He's always
way.
going
He
for
only
the-
tries
yeah.
to go for the deep
'Cause
ball.
I was critical of him on that myself.
And
yeah.
now here's Allen in probably the biggest game of so far in his career. I felt like this was, they won their last 6. Probably a pretty good chance that they were favorites in this game. First time in Buffalo, home game in the divisional
Yeah.
round. And that's, I don't know. I just thought they were doing too much. And the worst play of the game was the Disney fucking Damar Hamlin fake
I don't know.
punt.
That, just
That was the
made-
worst thing I've ever seen
I
in
lost him.
playoff
I
football.
lost him the award in my mind.
They got bailed.
It did. It
should
did.
have. It should.
That
if he
play
still
alone,
gets it, I'll be
he doesn't
pissed about
deserve it.
that.
He's gonna get
That
it.
was terrible.
So
You
stupid.
know,
Short side of the field
He
too.
died last year. Yeah, that was the dumbest
and they
play.
were
Now, honestly-
lucky.
honestly,
lucky.
dumb
the
as
To be
Chiefs
fuck.
honest,
fumbled.
if you watch the play, he could have sprung it outside. I'll be 100%.
It
They
was so-
sealed it. They sealed it inward,
Yeah.
and he could have sprung it outside if he wasn't stupid. And a fucking safety. I don't know why you put the safety back there.
It's because like, oh, they didn't
Guys
expect
played
him
3
to do it,
snaps
but
all
like,
year, and now we're putting them back there. For
It was just to be
he made a
like,
couple
if he,
huge tackles on
shut the
on kickoff.
Oh.
He didn't. He actually made one.
Yeah.
He made one really good tackle. But that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
but
he
no,
did.
I
He
was
did.
I
You
was
hate him.
never in doubt the Chiefs winning this game. I mean, it's Mahomes and Reed in the playoffs. Like
Well, all right.
even when they're down, he's the best quarterback playing from behind ever.
I think
80% win rate when down by a
I
touchdown.
think if the Bills weren't battered on defense, I think it would have been a Bills win. But they weren't, and it just is what
I think it should have been a Bills win.
it should have
Like
been
that deep ball.
regardless.
If that deep ball that Diggs connects, they probably win the game. That's probably a touchdown.
All right, but the Chiefs had their fair share of mishaps too. Like
Yeah.
like the fumbles and
the,
shit.
the
yeah.
fumble into the end zone.
Nicole
Like,
fumbled twice,
I
but,
don't
like,
think the
at that
Bills
point-
would have never recovered from that.
I'm not gonna lie, that cancels each other out because the Bills did something stupid right before, and then they just
Yeah,
got
that was the
ball
punt.
back.
They
I think
punted
just
and then
canceled.
Nicole fumbled on the 1 yard line.
It just canceled.
So fucking
Josh Allen also had a fumble that was just barely recovered by the Bills.
I
Like,
mean,
barely.
there's luck goes both ways. I don't like that.
That wasn't luck.
Oh, the
though.
Bills
that was
could have won
luck.
it.
Yeah,
He just missed the fucking ball.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's luck. Slipped out of Chris Jones' hands. He dove on it and it's
No,
like
not
when
that.
you-
I'm talking about Diggs.
Oh, dropping the ball.
Yeah, Diggs dropped
That's
the
a
ball.
tough
That's
catch
not-
though. It was over the
He
shoulder.
He made it. He made it tough.
I don't know why he did it. He tried to catch
He
it on
jumped,
whack.
tried to catch over the shoulder. There's no need to do it. I don't know. I don't know. I think
Missed opportunities. A lot of missed opportunities.
Missed
in this
opportunities. The
game.
Bills stalled way too many times on offense. I feel like they were struggling to find an identity at all in the second half. They were just kind of just running shit.
They didn't seem
I
like
don't
they
think
were
there
in a
was any form
groove
to
at
it.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It made really no sense. Chiefs O-line holding every play.
You have that in your
There we
notes?
go.
No, they hold a lot. I'm sorry.
Everyone
Watching that
holds a
game,
lot.
It's like,
You can watch it.
holy.
There's sometimes I'm a bit mad when I don't see a flag being thrown for anything. Oh, that what is it? Late pass interference call.
I did want. All right,
That
I
shit
want
was
to talk
whack
about.
as fuck,
I want
bro.
to talk about that.
Oh, when the defender tackled
Okay,
Kelsey before
here's
the
the
ball got
thing.
thrown to him.
Let's. All right.
That
So
wasn't
what
that.
did they
That
call?
was that.
No,
No,
that
it
was
wasn't
over the
Kelsey.
middle.
It was
when he hit
Rice.
him.
Yeah, he cracked him.
Yeah, so not Kelsey.
It was a late Rice.
It was
play.
Rice.
Yeah.
It
Where
was
they threw the
Rice.
flag like dumb
Same
late
shit.
and
Yeah.
flash across.
They
I
threw
know
the
what you're talking
flag like
about.
after the play, like
So-
5 seconds. Like everyone's going back to their huddle and threw the flag.
They were probably just making sure it was past a certain amount of yards.
It was a
Does it have to
super.
be after
It was
the
a
5
super
yard-
late
after
flag,
5
and the
yards
flag
past
wasn't
scrimmage?
thrown until Mahomes turned around and got in the ref's face, and then he threw it. That's what happened.
Was it a penalty?
No,
No.
it was within
My mind.
5
Did you-
yards. You can make contacts within 5 yards, and the ball was not out of his hand yet. So technically, that was a very legal play, and they called pass interference on it. If they called illegal contact, different story. Maybe you could say the ball was out of his hands, but they called pass interference. That was definitely not pass interference because the ball was still in his hands.
He tackled him before the ball got there.
And
didn't tackle him.
he didn't
He
tackle.
hit him.
He shoved him.
He didn't shove. He didn't put
ran
hands
into
on him. Put a
somebody. He
shoulder
ran
in
into
him.
Pull the play up.
Pull the play.
I can
don't know
show.
if he can.
I can show you personally.
Yeah, we can look at it.
You put it on your phone.
I mean, we watched it on replay 10 times when we were sitting there watching the game.
Yeah, and the ball, they never showed
Yeah.
Mahomes. The ball was not out of his hand. The ball was still in his hand.
Doc Rivers, head coach of the Bucs.
Oh, wow. I mean, that was quick. They said
The
they were gonna
Buccaneers,
happen.
sorry.
Yeah, not the Buc. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, he didn't release the ball. That technically is a clean play, but at the end of the day, they did go 3 and out, which is what people are saying, like, oh, it didn't matter anyway because they didn't get a field goal or anything. However,
The ball
that
doesn't
was
lie.
pretty big because it didn't lead to a score, no, but it definitely got them closer up the field, 1, and 2, it took a whole minute off the clock.
Just 1 minute.
That's a lot.
There was still 8 minutes left in the game.
I know that was 8 minutes off the game, but that's a lot, and they move up in field position. If they punted it, because they were at like the 50, and we are copyright striked. See you
It
guys
was like
next
a
week.
Furbo ad, bro. Come on. This guy I watched actually made a thing. He said it's not pass interference. Oh, yeah, I guess it definitely wasn't 5 yards. I don't know how long it's
That's
gonna be.
past 5 yards.
You can't even see anything yet, motherfucker. The ball wasn't even snapped.
Showed the route.
Yeah, it wasn't 5 yards. He's speaking over it.
I was like, yo, is it frozen?
Hurry up and skip through it. Use
It
the drag
can't.
it,
He's
drag
literally-
it, drag it.
He's not going to show the full
Route
thing. I'm gonna shoot
interrupted,
myself.
ball
Ball's
thrown.
not in his hand. The ball's in his hand.
Ball's in his hand.
If the ball's in his hand, it doesn't count.
Route interrupted.
The route gets interrupted when the ball's in his
So-
hand.
Ball's
Ready?
in his hand.
The ball, yeah.
No.
Ball's in his hand. Ball's in his hand. Ball's in his
Yeah,
hand.
that's
Ball's in his
when it-
hand.
yeah.
Ball's
Ball's
gone.
out.
Route interrupted.
He's already stopped.
The route was interrupted. Wait, stop. The route
Route
was interrupted here,
there.
and the ball's not even. And he's not even right here. Boom, ball's still in his hand.
Ball's out. He's interrupted. He's being
He's
held.
not,
brother.
He's not being
He's
held.
not.
Brother.
His route was
Brother.
disrupted.
It already was disrupted.
They count the start of it. They count the start of it when he got bumped off his route. He wasn't grabbed. He was bumped, and then he went ooh and fell over. And then they didn't call anything for 10 seconds. Pat went, "Come on, man!" And then they threw the fucking flag like 10 minutes late. That's what
Perfect
happened.
sell job by Rice. You know that people get commended for that.
But at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a firm believer in this.
commended for his
One
sell
play
job,
doesn't ruin the
Marcus
game
Smart.
for you. That
Right.
last drive by the Bills, in my
Was
opinion,
abysmal.
Atrocious. They were going at it in the beginning, like, all right, let's try and score, and then they go, wait a minute, let's run the clock now, and then they go, wait a minute,
They ran too much.
let's
clock.
try and score now, and then I was like,
It was
you have to figure that the fuck out, like figure out what you're gonna do. They ran it right at the end of the game, like the last like series, I guess. They ran it with James Cook up the middle, a yard.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 9. He takes the deep shot to fucking Khalil Shakir when Diggs is streaking across the middle, wide the fuck
Oh,
open.
Right. Yeah.
Doesn't throw it short, and it's like, okay, now it's 3rd and 9. And in your head as a coach, and you're like, we're down by 3. You don't think, let's just throw something short across the middle, get our kicker into a better position for the field goal, and then fucking go in overtime or like defend and go in overtime, whatever. Motherfucker, why are you drawing up a play that's going to go deep again? That makes no sense. They fucked themselves out of this game. It was infuriating to watch. Like I don't know. It's you gotta put your, and I don't want to blame Tyler Bass at all. Like
No,
It was a
he
40
doesn't
that ball.
deserve.
I mean,
He
it
doesn't
fucked the ball.
deserve.
it was a
any of the
40-something
blame.
yard kick when you could it
47
could have
in a
been
windy game.
it could have been 30 or
The
20
wind
yards.
died down. I remember watching it with you. You like the wind, and it absolutely went down.
it was waving right. It was waving
No,
right.
it literally wasn't. When you watch the replay, the wind's dead.
Look it up. The flag. You can see the
remember
flags.
watching
The
it.
flag
Didn't
goes
you
down,
point
but
out the
wind-
flags?
I
wind's
pointed out the
on
no,
and
James
off.
said, oh, the flags are like are
The
curving.
flags
it's
were
gonna fight.
fucking.
And then the flag stopped when the kick went.
But it kicked. You see the curve it
Still
took, right?
a fixed
I understand he curved
trajectory.
it, bro.
Not
Like he
depending
kicked it
on the
left. The
ending.
wind pushed it regardless.
The wind didn't push.
But like, yeah, they could have put
Regardless,
it.
the game isn't on Bass.
Oh, not at all.
Correct, but
They- that is
he mucked it.
That is atrocious play calling. That whole entire
Poor guy
second
had
half.
to delete his Instagram.
And it was
Probably
getting a lot of
getting
hate.
Hundreds of death threats.
He made this one too. That's funny.
Like, I don't know. You put him in such a shit position. You could have got him right in the middle of the
At
field
least a 30-yard field
in
goal.
30, at least 30 yards.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Watch the flags when they come up. Still, not blown at all.
See how it moves from one position to the other.
Still.
And that one.
Oh,
All-
I'm sorry.
all it
I'm
takes-
sorry. They don't live in a fucking vacuum.
whipping
Todd.
around.
All
What
it
do
takes
you
a
want
gust.
from me?
Takes
It's a gust of wind. It's a gust of wind.
Not a, you didn't see any gust. You saw it.
There
come
was
down.
I saw the ball curve left to right. That means there's wind, buddy.
That means he hooked it.
Look at the.
Huh?
He kicked it into the wind and it went out,
That means he hooked it.
brother.
There was no wind. How could he kick into the wind, Josh, if there was no wind?
Because you're saying there's no wind
I
and
just
there
showed
was.
you the flags.
Regardless,
they were dead.
it's not on Bass. It's still not, and it only would have tied it up. Like what's to
Correct.
say? You didn't
Oh,
think Mahomes could get a field goal in 2 minutes?
They definitely could.
They had They had 2 timeouts left.
Both
Bills-
teams are struggling for points all
Yeah, the
day,
Bills were
so
heating
let's
it
not-
up at the end there, so we don't know what would have happened. Like I don't think like last year asking me the same question. I'm like, yeah, they're going down.
I have faith in Mahomes getting it.
I know you
getting
have,
the Chiefs
you
in
have,
field goal
you
range.
have faith in Mahomes,
and I have
but
more faith in Bucker than Bass. So
probably.
second,
But it was windy.
second
But it was
best,
windy. But it was
second
windy.
best
But
kicker
it
in the
was
league.
windy. Well,
behind Tucker.
I don't know about that. Second
You don't
best
think
kicker in the
Bucker's
league.
just behind Tucker?
I think it was
No.
what it was
And
Brown's
it-
kicker, I think, right?
yeah.
Harrison, whatever.
Yeah.
Scoring. But I mean, like historically.
Oh,
historically?
historically? Oh.
Well,
not this season,
Bucker's been
but
a
in the
great
past.
kicker for like 5 years. now.
It has to be older kickers than that. Just Tucker? I don't think it's just Tucker.
Based off vibes.
Well, I'm saying
Based
like
off vibes
like
alone.
he's a prime prime kicker. He's been pretty on point. I have trust in Bucker.
I hope
just
you have
I
trust in
didn't have
Bucker.
I didn't have any. Even if they made that field goal, it was like a minute 40, 2 timeouts left, and we have Bucker.
Oh yeah, it was probably the worst display of time management and decision making that I've probably in a playoff game that I've ever seen. I think.
Young Ho Koo. Come on, Young Ho
Young
Koo.
Wei Koo, Young Ho.
He was only good this rookie year.
He was what do you mean? He was on fire this year. He hasn't missed a fucking kick or something else this year.
He was really good this
Yeah.
year. But I think
Whatever.
last year I thought he played like
This has Justin Tucker, Young Ho Koo, Harrison Bucker,
Young way.
Evan McPherson, and
So
Tyler Bass
Bucker's
is 5.
third.
Yeah.
Tyler Bass is 5.
Yeah, but the issue
So
with Tyler
Bucker's better.
Bass,
Yeah.
which is fucked. He went 1 for 3
Well,
the
it's
week
tiers, I
before
guess,
on
but-
field goals. So like,
Who?
think about it. Yes,
Bass.
no Bass.
Oh.
So like, think about it. Get your guy in a better position to make the
True.
fucking kick. I get you have trust in him, but like, make
Yeah.
it easy on him.
Before this.
But regardless, I was really tempted to put a lot of money on just Chiefs money line straight up.
This game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean, to me, yeah. Like I always said it last week.
I didn't want
it
to
was like-
jinx them.
It was a 50-50 to me.
It was 60-40 for me, but yeah, it went as it did.
Yeah, I mean,
Chiefs win.
it
We knew
was-
this. We knew it was coming.
Bills. They were saying it today, like, oh, is their window almost done? And somebody was like, it's not the fact that their window's closing; it's the fact that the people outside of the window. They got to deal with Lamar. They got to deal with Mahomes. They got to deal with X here, Y here. It's like
we'll be going.
they need to make a move this offseason and
Talking about
figure
the
it the
Chiefs?
fuck out. No,
The
the
Bills.
Bills.
I think they have the Bills' issue is they just have a terrible case of injury bug every year. It was the same thing
very
last
bad.
year. They lost half their defense
Boyer's
last
always
year.
hurt. He played
Yeah.
this game and he actually came out big. He got the fumble
Yeah,
at the
he played
the
good.
goal line.
Yeah,
But
But it's not enough. Not
he
enough.
missed like half the
the
season.
defense
I think.
getting old.
Yeah.
And major injuries happening. So like, yeah, the window is closing. I actually think they shop Diggs.
They
I
probably
think
do.
you might have to.
They
at this
have
point.
they're over by I think like 20 something out
On the
20
cap?
million, yeah. On the
Yeah.
cap.
Oh, they got a yeah.
Cap's fake though, honestly. They have
Right,
Saints
but-
are down 70, so
They
it
have
was meaningless.
43 million cap this year though,
Why you couldn't that?
because I don't think they're gonna have that. Like right as you stand right now, they
No, they have negative. The Bills.
no they have 43. I
They have
checked it
negative.
today.
I just checked it today. I literally had it come up as like the bottom of the league was like the people, because they said they're gonna get rid of Diggs to get money because they're gonna sign Mike Evans. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it now.
I don't think that's a.
You know, it's a good play.
I take Diggs over Evans. I love Mike Evans.
Well, yeah, but,
But-
money wise.
I guess.
Obviously, Mike Evans wants a ring. Obviously, Diggs wants a ring too, but he's already signed to a big
Yeah,
contract. I have to imagine.
Uh,
And
Negative 43
I,
million.
that's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I literally said.
Whoa.
That's what you like. They're up 43. I'm
I
like,
bet
I,
you-
did
I
not
saw a
see
thing
that.
with just like
I bet you
teams.
they-
Yeah, it was the
It was-
bottom
must have
of
been
the
all the
league.
negative teams.
Yes, it was
Jesus
all the negative
Christ.
teams. That's
because
why I saw
Josh
it.
Allen finally got
That's
paid.
why it's funny.
I bet.
Yeah, Josh Allen's been ramping up every year. This year he's making like 40 or 30 something.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I would assume they lose a lot of the defense too. There's no way they keep everybody.
I don't know
can't.
what the
They're not gonna be able
contracts
to.
are on the defensive side, to be honest.
Surely they give up one of the
I
safeties.
saw somebody
There's
had
a lot of people on free
23
agents,
million off the first look over here, but
Yeah, but it's like they could probably move shit. Plus the cap goes up. As of right now, it hasn't increased yet, but every
Oh,
year
it's gonna
it
go up, yeah.
increases by like just say 20 or something like that.
but like it's.
So-
I mean, it all. Do they want to play there anymore? Are they like, all right, like
Huh?
I'm sick and tired of getting here and fucking losing. Like I want to go to a different change of scenery. The Bills like defensive
Bills
players.
players.
I think they stick with it. Where I mean, yeah, you could go places, but like
Like I'm telling you, there's just-
realistically, like out of these 4 teams, the Lions. But I feel like the Lions are good and young on defense, and it's like
no, the Lions are kind of poopy on defense, like DB wise.
The defense
they
is
have
mediocre.
great DBs.
They have one
Besides
good
their
DB.
corners, their corners are kind of booty cheeks because they came from the Falcons. But
Yeah,
um,
that's why.
But their safeties, Brian Branch is a fucking stud.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nailed
that's true.
that.
You're not wrong.
And Chauncey Gardner-Johnson's a
He's
ball
okay,
hawk.
but he's
Say what you want to say. The guy gets picks.
he's on and,
and
off.
he gets
though.
Super Bowls.
He's on and off. He's on and off.
Pick this game.
CJGJ.
He's on.
Gave it
and
right
off.
back to Baker. It was great.
Tip pick.
Love that shit.
But, yeah. All right. Let's move to.
Prediction.
Yeah, do we want
Our
to go NFC
predictions.
first? I feel like the AFC is going to be more talkative, kind of.
Here's the little thing
Sure,
for everybody
yeah.
that wants to see. The San Francisco 49ers versus the Ravens, and then we got the Lions.
Niners hosting the Lions, Ravens hosting the Chiefs.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about first?
I think NFC first. I feel
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
more clear cut. I think
Which game is first?
It is the Chiefs Ravens first.
It is Chiefs
Okay,
Ravens.
I just
The
wanted
other
to
one's
know.
West
They're
Coast.
at 3, and Niners and Lions are at 6:30.
Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Both
I love
on
the,
Sunday.
The 3:36, the 3 o'clock, 6:30 o'clock.
6:30 o'clock.
It's great. That's
I
the
like
best. That's how they should run them because I can be in bed by 10.
Yeah.
Because I hate overtime games. 'cause,
Triple
like,
overtime.
Then I'm over like
Oh, wait.
12:30. I'm like,
The
Come
new
come on,
overtime
man.
rule's about to hit crazy like crack.
Oh, the new overtime?
Keep scoring. Keep scoring. Keep
Oh,
scoring. Yeah.
The thing? They do
Yeah, it's a
that?
thing now. Yeah.
Oh shit.
You have a
Um,
chance to
doing that.
rebuttal.
But yeah, I think we should go over NFC first because I think we should all be in agreement here.
We're not.
The Niners take it easy.
We should be,
We're
but
not.
we're not.
We're not.
Apparently.
Well, I guess I'll go first. The Niners will win this handedly. I think like 36-24.
Yeah. You said earlier, perfect weather.
Yep, perfect weather this
I
time.
think that's it.
No rain. Debo should be back.
We don't know about Debo yet. They said that it's not a break in his shoulder, which is good because it's a step up from
He'll
what he
play.
had before. But they said he's in a shit ton of pain still. So
I think without Debo, they still
I think they
demolished
still
the
win.
Lions.
I agree.
C-Mac, masterclass game.
but the
All
Lions have a
about
top
C-Mac.
5 run defense though.
I don't care.
It don't matter.
It's
don't
the
matter.
Niners have one of the best O-lines in the league.
Yeah.
One of the best rush offenses in the league.
Yep.
It's C-Mac. It's C-Mac all day. Kittle will probably go off. I
Me
don't
too,
I don't
yeah.
think the Lions don't have the size to size up Kittle. Kittle's gonna go off.
I think Kittle's gonna have a better game.
Well, on the flip side, let me say
yeah, no,
this.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear your rebuttal.
I'm trying to think of everything you thought.
I'll give you one thing
No
to
players
start.
injured on the Lions side. I think Frank Nagnu is going to be fine. He played the rest of the game. He just got taped up.
Diving at
One of the best
kneecaps,
lines in the
taking
game.
kneecaps.
Two all pros.
Love
Three
the
Pro
Lions
Bowlers.
O-line. Yeah.
Really
Wait,
good
for
rush
what? Their
defense. Gibbs set records for rookies in the playoff game.
Not against the
9
Niners.
carries, 78 yards.
against the
walk-off
Niners.
touchdown or whatever.
Yeah.
The Niners.
Lions are great.
Montgomery 1-2 punch. Unlike the 49ers, St. Brown's going to be there. Unlike Debo, which is questionable. Last time it happened, he was out for 2 weeks. I have to imagine he'll play. They'll force him to play, basically.
He'll wear the
They'll
fucking.
they'll give him a
thing.
little something
Yeah.
and he'll play.
Regardless,
whatever
I
they
don't
put in
think it
Pat Mahomes'
matters.
ankle last year,
I
they'll
think
throw it in
it
his
definitely
shoulder.
matters.
I think if he plays, yeah, they'd win by more.
Well,
yeah, and I
I'll
think
give
they
you.
definitely I think they can size up a Kittle. I don't think Kittle's been not a zero factor, but I don't think he's been an X factor as he has.
No, but the thing
He's
is,
had
though,
his
if he
He's had his
if
games,
he
but-
has a good game, they're winning. Like that's just
Yeah, I
simple
think
as
if
that.
Kittle has a crazy game, and I think the C-Mac matchup will be interesting.
Why?
Because I think so.
Okay.
They have pieces on defense. You mentioned it. Their top 5 rush defense.
But
They're coming for kneecaps, and CMC's kneecaps are kind of weak.
Yeah, but you can just
We know
start him.
that.
Start him. Throw him the ball out the backfield. Different story out there.
I don't think it is.
I'll give you.
I'm
I'll
trying
give
to
you a
get the
little.
linebackers. I
I'll
don't
give you
know
a
the- I don't
helping
know the-
hand here with
I'll
the
tell you.
stats.
I'll tell you the linebackers. that matter.
49ers are 53-29 with Debo, and then 8-9 without him.
yeah,
So
but basically, yeah. Obviously, it's a step down.
How
That's
are the
why-
Lions away? What are the Lions
awful.
numbers away?
My
This
next
year,
point.
this year they're awful.
They're not good.
They're
away,
a lot better than they were.
but still not good.
Last year, it was like
It was
a
terrible.
paradigm
Terrible,
shift.
okay.
This year, it's a lot more even.
I think. I don't know. I want to see how he's going to handle Goff. Is going to handle the pressure because he
Well,
really
He's
didn't get
been handling
pressured.
it great.
What I'm worried
pressured that
about
much last
actually
game.
is if the Niners take an early lead. I don't think.
And they have the gumption to come back? Because that's a lot.
No, I don't think the
hold it.
Lions.
You don't think the Lions got the gumption? Are
No.
you kidding me? You look at me in my eyes and have the gumption?
The Niners
we were
defense-
here week 1 talking about kneecaps. You don't think they have the
I
gumption
think
now? You're fraudulent.
Jared Goff away
Yeah,
doesn't have the capability to make a comeback.
they're going to
Away.
hang
And
their
Like,
you know what the thing is?
I
The thing is-
actually think if it was in Detroit, it's a 50-50 game.
And you know what the thing is? Jared Goff doesn't have to be him. They
I-
have such good support pieces.
I understand
You
that,
talk about
but
Kittle, Sam Laporta.
no,
Sam Laporta was number 1 tight end this year.
I like
And he's hurt,
Amon-Ra
too.
and
And he's
Laporta.
fine. He was fine last game.
Yeah, but he was. You hit him hard enough.
So
He's
now,
gonna
and
be
now
out.
The
what?
game-
He's even healthier.
The game runs behind
I guess.
the running backs. Montgomery and Gibbs are the
You're
leaders.
telling me
of
Montgomery
this
and
offense.
Gibbs together
I
aren't
have
as equal
more
as CMC?
faith-
You're capping.
I have more faith in Fred Warner and what's the other guy? Fuck. Shit. The other linebacker.
That's a safety, isn't he?
No, it's the other one. I mean, the safety's good.
Well,
but
I don't know him, James.
Eric?
Tough look.
they both
I'm
have,
trying to
they
think-
have
I'm
two
trying to think-
fantastic linebackers.
I'm trying to think of the line.
Why can't I think of his name?
Because they're ass.
It's Fred Warner and
No clue.
he had the game-winning interception in the
Greenlaw.
Packers game. Greenlaw. Drake
He's
Greenlaw.
ass. You didn't know him.
Two of the best linebackers in the league. And they're on one
Alex
team.
Alonso, goated.
Shut
goated
up.
hair,
You're gonna,
goated hair.
you're gonna compare him to Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw.
Well, you didn't know who that was a second ago.
I did
so,
know his name. I
Well,
couldn't think of
you
it.
didn't say it. And I think Jack Campbell's been a really good rookie standout for them. So I'd like to see the matchup.
Yeah, nepotism.
I just
Nepotism.
don't see.
Dave Campbell's son.
I don't see these running backs
Dave
eating
Campbell's
against these
son.
Niners.
I can't.
I don't see Gibbs and Montgomery producing the way they have.
I think they'll continue.
I think
why,
Honestly,
though?
I think they'll continue. And honestly, if you think about it, if you think, oh, well, the Rams had a good divisional matchup. Jared Goff's basically a Ram, and Josh Reynolds is basically a Ram. So they got that divisional hate.
So much.
And you know what? You know
That's
what's funny?
so much different.
The other side doesn't really have that because they weren't there when they were there. So maybe Goff hates them a little more than they hate.
But
the
I think, you know what I think is going to happen? I think, like James said, if they go down, it's going to be less of like rallying around each other to get the win. It's going to be like, wow, we are the Lions. We're back to being the Lions.
Shut.
I think
I
they should be
guarantee you.
very happy with how far they came.
Exactly.
This
And
is
I think
just
they're going
this.
further.
Which that might be even a bad thing because I think that's going to be in the back of their head. Like, I mean, like at least we made it here. Like this is
Like I don't even think it was supposed to be
No.
their year. I think they overperformed.
100%.
I think they performed rapidly. Everyone thought they were going to win the division and go to the playoffs.
I just don't.
Yeah, but I didn't think.
12 wins is high. So 11, 10. But I think
weren't you
that's
one of
in
the ones that picked the Rams to win
Rams doing what?
in the wild card?
Yes, you did.
No.
No, it was me and Andrew.
No,
The
you're with
fuck
me.
are
You're
you
with me.
on?
I'm sorry.
You're
babe.
not with me.
I'm
You're
sorry,
not with me.
babe.
Don't
I'm sorry,
touch me.
babe.
Now they don't have
No.
the gumption. Now they don't have the
No.
gumption.
It's
What do you
hey,
think this is?
They don't. I
totally with them.
don't see the way
Honestly,
the Lions win
I think
this.
the Lions travel well in this game.
I don't see the way the
Why?
Lions win this.
Why? They had the fourth loudest game ever
at home.
Exactly.
at home.
In
You don't think they're
Detroit.
going to travel out there?
Not
This
as much
is the
as they
second
are.
time in franchise history they've ever been in the fucking championship and they're not going to go.
The Niners bought all the
They
tickets.
were
It's
actually
going to be a great day out, Josh.
bunch
It's
of-
nice and sunny.
a bunch
Why
of-
would they not
Niners
go?
fans bought all the tickets.
Yeah, cap.
a bunch of Lions fans, like they were saying on that Good Morning Football show, they were like complaining about how expensive the tickets to go there.
Well, I have to imagine it's
was.
expensive, especially if you're living in Detroit.
That's what I'm saying. So
They'll be
it's
fine.
like I don't think it's gonna be
They'll be
that
fine.
crazy of a
They'll
crowd
be fine.
going their way.
I bet the bandwagons will come out.
The bandwagon Lions fans
Yeah.
in San Francisco.
Same
Why
thing
would,
happened
why
with
would
the
they not
Seahawks.
just go?
No
Why would?
one's a Seahawks fan, and everyone's a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, but why would they not just bandwagon the Niners?
Because it's the Lions. Everyone likes a feel-good story, Josh. It's America's team right now.
Feel good story.
You don't. You're not on it. It's America's
It's
team.
not
right now.
America's team.
It's America's team
Not
right now.
America's team.
It's America's team.
Not
right
even
now. You think
close.
Dallas is?
I don't,
Never.
You're
I don't think
fraudulent.
it- I don't-
Exactly.
It hasn't been
This
since
is
the
truly
80s.
America's team. Blue collar
think-
worker team.
Who's a better team, the Lions or the Niners?
Why you do that to me?
Okay.
Why you ask me
So
this
there you go.
question?
There's the answer.
I don't think it's the end all be all of it.
I don't think it's the end all be all, but I think they have the better pieces at every level.
I just
and I think they
think-
play together well at every level. I think the Lions on defense, they play well on the D line, and then it's a bit iffy on whether or not they're going to play good in the secondary. And then I don't know. Offensively, I just don't trust them away. Like they stall. I don't see
What
them.
game do they stall in away? That comes to your mind besides the Ravens.
So there was a game he threw like 3
I
picks.
mean, they
can't
lost
think
in
of the team.
Tampa Bay this year.
Well, they never threw 3 picks, so that's weird.
Let me see.
It was 2 picks, 2 picks.
Oh, sorry, 2 picks.
So it's a one whole pick. It's a bit of a game changer.
Well, you threw the 2. It's probably going bad. For you
I
anyway.
don't see. I love the Lions. I do. I'm happy they
Apparently
made
you
it
don't.
here. I'm
Apparently
happy
you
they
don't.
made it here.
Apparently don't. Put
NFC
your money in your mouth.
Championship
Stand
game?
on some business. I'm standing on my business.
Yeah, I'm putting $100 on Niners money line.
Good.
Okay, this season, Jared Goff has a passer rating of 89.4 with 2,335 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions in 9 games on the road this season.
That's basically Pat Mahomes' whole season. That's the ratio, touchdown
that's
ratio.
very bad.
That's Pat Mahomes' touchdown interception ratio this year.
It's very
2
bad.
to 1.
It's very
What do you?
bad, Michael.
What?
11 touchdowns and 9 interceptions.
It wasn't 9. What is it?
11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
Thank you.
So
Inflating
it's
numbers
It's not
much.
2 to 1.
It's a 50%, but
it's basically 2 to 1.
an 89.4 rating.
Oh, I don't even know what the fuck that means, Josh.
That's not
You're gonna
good.
pull out fucking
That's like-
imaginary numbers. I don't know what passer
A
ratings
good
are.
passer rate, a perfect passer rating is like 153.8
Yeah, I
or
know.
something like
What does
that.
that even make any
So
sense,
it's half
Josh?
good.
Is that,
Half
I don't know
good.
what that
That's-
means.
that's not even-
You don't even
Scored
know what
a
that
50.
means. No one knows what that means.
You
Those
got
are
a D.
numbers.
You got a D out on letter grade.
I don't think that. Is that what that means?
Yeah,
I don't know.
60%.
What's Pat Mahomes away?
I'm not looking it up. I just don't feel like looking it up.
Passer rating, I can't
So we're
tell you.
comparing Jared Goff to Pat Mahomes?
His passer rating against the wow, this is a hard team though. To be fair, the Chicago Bears was
They have a good defense. Underrated.
54.6. He threw 2 interceptions that game.
Yep.
He only had 1 touchdown, 161 yards. And correct me if I'm wrong, fans at home. I believe the 49ers have a better defense than the Bears.
You know what? I actually
Well,
wanted
it's a
to.
divisional matchup.
I wanted to say.
And
I
you
think,
cited that before, but you don't want to cite that now.
He cited
That's
that.
interesting.
I think the Niners defense is built very similarly to the Ravens defense.
I agree.
And can you pull up the Ravens Lions game?
Yes. 1 second.
Don't pull that up.
Why not?
Don't pull that up.
It's very similar. 2 great linebackers, a very good safety,
I don't think
very
you should
good
pull that game
corner,
up.
good D line.
638.
Pretty much the same. Pretty much the same.
It was closer than you'd think.
What was that?
There was a lot of slipping.
6 to
There
38.
was a lot of slipping on the field that day.
It was sunny.
There was a lot of slipping on the field.
Not
A lot of glare, a lot
See,
of glare, a lot of
that's how I
slipping.
see this game going. But I think the Lions have a lot of momentum, which is why I'm taking Niners 36-24.
Yeah, you're a fraud. And that game's actually why I'm taking the Ravens. Next game. We'll talk about that.
Interesting.
And why I would take them in the Super Bowl matchup against either of these two teams. Even though I want to say
Yeah,
the
I mean,
Lions,
I just think
I don't think the Lions will win the Super Bowl. But
if they can't get a fucking game plan out there that doesn't center around Debo, then they fucking struggle. I don't know if they lose, but they're gonna definitely struggle.
Mhm.
But if he even plays in the slightest bit just as a decoy, I think that's gonna be more than enough for them to win.
Should be interesting. Should be interesting to say the least. What do you got for a score, Josh, on this one? You gave what, 34-23?
36-24.
I'm gonna say
Niners.
I can think of a score. God, I don't know.
That's
It'd
so
be
much
close.
scoring.
What's the line on this? Anyone in the line? I think it was like 3.5
It's
or something.
Niners
like
-7.
like a
'Cause I was looking at the bets this morning.
that. Wow.
Niners -7 and Chiefs +3.5. Or Ravens -3.5.
I'll do like a 31.
Can say something stupid.
No, it's gonna be 20 something. 31 to 20 something. I don't want to.
So you think the Lions cover?
I have to say the Lions.
Yeah,
cover.
I would.
I have to
would
think the Lions
probably.
cover.
It just depends.
Unless it's a blowout, I think the Lions.
It depends
cover.
on possession because the Lions don't give a fuck
I'll
about
agree with
possession.
31-20. I think I'm about to go
I
down
think-
to that.
I think
That
that.
makes more sense to me.
Yeah, I think that's realistic.
Niners 31-20 and they cover. Go ahead.
I'll be
How would
worried
they cover?
if the Lions get the ball first
31-20.
and score first. That's when I'll be
-7.
worried.
Points.
Oh,
They
the
won't.
Lions
They-
don't cover. You said the Lions cover.
I'm taking the Niners to cover.
Oh, okay.
Obviously.
Oh, I lied. If the Niners get the ball first and don't score first, that's when I'll be like,
Don't come now. Don't come now.
I don't think
You
it's
made
gonna
your
matter
pick.
that much. But I'm
Made
gonna
your
be,
pick.
I'm gonna be like,
You don't have to take the cover or anything. Just
no, that's
say,
my score, 31-20.
Oh, cool.
That's
I'm
what
with you.
happened.
I'm with you
Yeah.
with that.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
fuck to think. The cover is
-7.
7. Oh.
Just a little,
I see this. It's gonna be like I feel like it's gonna be like a Chiefs Bills game, the one we just watched.
Take
where
your
it's like
opinion out of it.
26. What do you mean?
Take your Lions fandom out of it.
Take my opinion out of this?
Take your
That's kind
kneecap
of hard, James,
eating out of it.
Josh.
Take your kneecap eating out of it.
I think. Listen, I'm a munch. Listen, I got to eat the cap. I think it's gonna be like the Bills Chiefs game we just saw, and the score is gonna be like 26, 23ish. It's gonna be mid-20s. I don't think it's gonna be high scoring, even though the
Well, okay.
Rams are putting up points.
I think
Or
if
the
it
Bucs-
is
the fucking
close,
Lions are putting up points.
score-wise, I think it's going to be one of those things where they score and the Niners get the ball back and they have to like make a stop to get the ball like to win. You know what I mean?
Sure, but they won't.
But yeah, I'm saying the Lions won't.
I think it will be a problem if it's a Dallas type situation.
No, I
where
think
they
it's
don't
gonna be like
score
they need
and Lions score.
No, I think it's gonna be like they need a first down to seal the game, and they're gonna get the first down like in the first drive type shit. Like there'll be 2 minutes left on the clock, they'll have timeouts left, and
then-
the Niners just need a first down to score. I think it'll be like the first
Tip pick.
first or second play, just
Shotshagani jump.
run first down. It's
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, that's game. Just like the Bills.
He's been there. He knows. He has experience.
Why do you keep saying his name like that?
What's his name?
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson.
Yeah.
It's not his name.
All right.
Fuck. It's literally his name.
So 2 Niners, 1
Yep.
Ravens. Angin sent us his picks, did he?
1 Lions.
Oh,
well,
shit.
he's gonna take the Lions because he's a away dog.
I guess
He
yeah.
always takes.
He's
the
always
away
taking
dog.
it away in the bad matchup.
That's
so
why.
he has
That's
to
why
take
he's
Lions.
shooting 20% right now.
He's-
he's like 2 picks right.
He's a hard maybe on the Lions for Ange.
Hard maybe on the Lions, but based on his past, I think he'd probably take the 49ers, to be honest.
Fans,
Wait,
if you're listening,
no,
I'm shooting 80%.
taking the
Give the
49ers.
Niners because he picked the opposite team of the Lions both times.
Shooting
Did he?
80%.
He picked the Bucs and the
But
Rams.
yeah, but what did he pick for the 49ers? Did he pick Green Bay? I think you picked Green Bay.
Pick Green Bay.
He took all the road dogs
Because he
He
loves.
always takes the road dogs.
He loves.
So should we give him the
love.
road dog?
He loves love. No, I think he'd pick the Niners against.
I,
What's that
you would
mean?
think he would pick the Niners versus Green Bay.
Well, he doesn't. He likes Green Bay. I don't think he likes the Lions like that.
What does he like? Does the 49ers like that? I feel like he doesn't like Purdy at all.
No, but
In my
he's
mind.
he's
He
not a
likes
Purdy
Jordan
fan.
Love a lot. That's why he
Well,
took
that
the
doesn't help
Packers.
me. I guess in division we'll give him the 49ers. Then.
We'll give him the Niners.
All right, we'll give him a
Hard-
break.
hard
We'll
maybe
give him a
not-
break,
hard-
so we'll give him the free win on
hard-
this one.
Surely Angelo's taking the Niners. I got it.
Well, you would think in other
think he-
matchups you thought surely
think
you would
he's learned
take
his
the Buffalo
lesson.
Bills versus Pittsburgh, but I'm pretty sure he put
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, so I'm not really sure.
that was a biased pick.
Yeah.
He got one right last week. He took the Chiefs,
He took the.
but
Did you take
He's
the?
got 1 week and one.
He took the Texans with you or the Ravens?
no, he pretty sure he took the Texans. He took all road dogs.
Funny enough, I think he took the Eagles
took-
too versus
he-
the Bucs,
I took the Eagles.
which is one of the funniest ones.
He took all the road dogs last week. He
Yeah.
took Packers, Bucks, Texans, and Chiefs. So
Mhm.
he,
Oh,
got,
Lord.
he got one.
He's so funny.
Mm.
But that's why he's not here. We actually cut him out
Yeah.
because his
He
picks
said
were
you
so
can't be
bad.
here anymore.
Yeah, he was
It's
bottom
just
of
like
the
a
bracket.
what's it called? That like elimination.
Elimination. Yeah.
Losing next week.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Perfect
we're
bracket.
kicking
It's a
Mike
perfect
out.
bracket.
That'd
thing.
be the last.
Yeah. Let's go to the real game everyone's gonna be talking about. I think
I
the
think
more
this is
competitive
the
gonna be a
game.
biggest
real
game.
battle. I think this is actually
gonna be the real
I
battle.
think it's actually gonna be better than the Super Bowl, regardless of who goes to the Super
Oh
Bowl.
wow. And this bothers me that it's at 3 and not the
probably
late game.
to be probably
to be
honest,
honest.
like quarterback play wise, this is probably
Yeah,
the Super
like
Bowl.
this is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Chiefs
Honestly, I think-
at Ravens.
I don't know,
think-
that, I think Niners Ravens would be a great Super Bowl too, though.
Yeah, I just
We
don't.
already saw
There's
it.
not
The
like
Ravens
big
dominant.
time
I think this would
guy.
be more exciting though.
Yes,
not,
that's
Ravens
what I'm saying.
versus
Like, it'd be a
Chiefs,
better
yeah.
watch. Those
And
would be tough.
We haven't seen this matchup in 2 years.
Yeah.
So we,
21 was
we,
like-
we just saw Niners Ravens, and we saw Ravens Lions this year. We saw Chiefs Niners recently. We
yeah.
saw
Chiefs
Chiefs
Lions,
Lions already. So
Oh
this,
wow! Wait, yeah.
We
this,
saw every
all these
time.
teams have
Fresh matchup.
battled except for Chiefs versus Ravens. The last
kinda
game was in
crazy.
2021, and that was a show. Lamar Jackson won last minute, 36
Barely,
to 35, in Arrowhead.
This is gonna be kind of a weird game. I think.
How so?
I'm not
Oh.
sure what to think score wise.
I actually think low scoring.
I
Like
think
pretty-
that too, but that's so tough to
I
call.
know.
Two
Look,
great quarterbacks like
Obviously,
that.
so obviously I'm biased.
It makes
Obviously,
Obviously,
we
you're
all
biased.
know
Yeah,
that
you're gonna
I'm
pick
going
the
with
Chiefs.
the Chiefs.
Yeah,
But I'm being open-minded that this is.
I don't think you.
This is an insane game, and
Yeah,
I think the
oh,
winner of this
100%.
game wins like 24-20. That's what.
Oh,
I'm
it's gonna be like
Yeah.
it's made a
It'll-
field
yeah,
goal.
yeah,
It's gonna be something
Yeah.
something cheeky.
It might be one of
Oh.
those games that take up late, like where it
I hope
starts
it's
like
not
kind of slow,
fucking
and then after
OT. I'll shoot
halftime, it's like
myself.
back and forth, back and
And
forth.
you know what?
I think so too.
Both these defenses are really good.
Exactly. Well,
Well, I think one's a lot better than the other.
yeah,
I'll be
Obviously,
keeping it
obviously,
above.
but they're both top 10. They're both top 8 statistically.
I don't look at statistics. I look at eye test.
the issue with this game for me is that
I look at Pro Bowlers. Look at All Pros.
the issue with this game is Josh Allen had his way, and he's
Rushing.
not a primary runner.
Had his way rushing.
Yes,
Correct.
And
Which is a problem.
this scares me because Lamar's been like exceedingly just smarter with the ball this year.
Mm.
So like when he sees those lanes, like he's gonna take the fuck off. And if they couldn't stop Allen, it's gonna be really, really, really hard to stop someone who's just as shifty as a fucking running back and not doing like the Flintstone
Now-
fucking jukes.
The Chiefs, Willie Gay was supposed to be the spy, and
And he got hurt. Yeah.
So it'd
I
be
don't know if
interesting if
he's
he's
hurt,
hurt, or if he's injured or
I want to
hurt,
see what that is right now.
which will be
actually.
interesting for this. That
They
really
just-
won't
I'll
fucking
tell you,
matter.
There was
I
a
think.
play I saw
I don't know how you
where
spy on this guy. but-
Lamar Jackson, it was a fake to the, I don't know if it was like eye formation or something like that, or the fullback was to right of him, but he faked the run to the fullback, faked it to the running back, and bro, everybody on the Texans bit. And I was
Yeah.
like, and in my head, I'm like, oh, the
That-
running back has the
You talking
ball.
about the fourth down one when he booted it, a naked boot?
It might have been fourth because he booted left. Yeah.
Yeah, he booted left with a tackle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Texans got no pass rush last
No.
week, and they have a really good pass rush.
They actually,
and we already saw the Chiefs be
they actually
fraudulent with the
pressured
pass
him.
rush.
They actually pressured him pretty well last week.
Who?
Willie Gay says
uh,
he's absolutely returning for the Ravens game.
Oh, there you go.
I think it was just whiplash. It was a weird hit. I don't know if
I
you
didn't
remember
see it.
in the
Yeah, I don't, yeah.
he landed weird. It was like
Oh.
he kind of missed a tackle and landed on his own head
Oh.
and basically gave himself whiplash.
Hmm.
But yeah, he tweeted "God is good," and then a fan tweeted back. It was like, "Are you good, King?" And he goes, "I'm gonna be real good on game day." That's what he said. So I like that. I like that. I
Do you think he contains
Going-
Lamar?
No.
I'm gonna say, he might be healthy, but I don't know if it's gonna do.
Nobody's
a goddamn
containing
thing.
Lamar. It's
Yeah.
fucking Lamar.
It's like when I worked security, and it was like, we don't want you to arrest anybody. You're just a presence there, just so they know
Yeah.
they might not do anything.
We're
crazy.
watching you.
It's like one of those.
We don't know what we're gonna do when we get you.
But Mike was saying the Texans blitzed on what, like 54% of their plays against them, and it was like heavy, and especially in the first half, just heavy blitz. And Lamar versus that blitz or blitzing in general was 75%. It was a 75% blitz rate. He went 13 for 18, 120 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Holy hell.
Yeah, I don't think blitzing's the answer.
I don't think so at all.
I actually really believe in this Chiefs defense to do a good job against Lamar, which is why I almost think 24-20 is too much, but because it's a battle, it'll be.
Why though? Why?
Too
Like,
much. You don't think the Ravens are better than the Bills, offensively?
I think
not receiving.
Not receiving.
Honestly, I guess
that's what I was about to say.
To be honest, I think it kind of, like, without Gabe Davis there and Diggs not playing well, I think it kind of evens out.
Listen.
I think receiving wise, I think it evens out.
Gabe Davis. All right, Gabe Davis
he
is a
ain't
fucking
good. We know
fraud.
he ain't good, but
But
he's
it's like
really
Gabe
good.
Davis is like OBJ.
He's for 4 games of the fucking year.
But that's the only time they need him. So listen,
He's a deep threat. That's it.
I was actually going to
that's
say,
what
I
it is.
agree. I think the Bills have better weapons than the Ravens.
At this point, I'm not really sure.
that their weapons are.
Diggs is better
The
than every
last
single
6
person
weeks
on
of
that
the
team.
season,
So who
I'm
are they
not
starting
fucking
to?
sure.
Zay Flowers and OBJ.
It's Zay and OBJ.
Zay Flowers,
OBJ has been non-existent
what,
the
Bateman?
entire year.
You're a big Bateman guy.
No, Zach.
No, I'm not. Stop.
Zach.
Who's you? No, you love Bateman, I thought.
I like.
had him in fantasy
Bateman
one
last
year, right?
week 1.
Yeah, you love Bateman. You love Bateman.
He got hurt
You
week
love
2.
Bateman.
And
Come on.
he sat in my
I know
IR.
you.
all
Isaiah
year.
Likely out there. He's gonna be starting next year. Mark Andrews is gone.
Mark Andrews is coming back, actually, which is
You
huge.
calling
I don't know if it's not certain yet that he'll be in. This game.
He was full practice.
He was full practice for
And
Texans game too.
Kay Adams asked Marlon Humphrey on a thing, and she was like, "So how does Mark Andrews look?" And he was like, "Well, you see him right there. They were showing videos of him in practice running."
I don't think it matters.
I think he's fine. It definitely does matter.
Not to me. So
Why? Okay. I hate this.
Can I
No,
interject
I
really
absolutely
quickly?
hate
Can I
this.
interject really quickly?
Oh shit. Oh, my
Tight end wise, I'm just saying Ertz signed with the Lions, right?
Yes.
That's I don't know.
What is it?
Why did
He's
you
been there
interject with
before.
that?
He's been there before.
Why did you interject with
Tight
that?
end.
Stop.
Tight end.
So
tight end.
Laporta must not be that healthy.
No, good veteran presence.
Yeah,
for
okay.
Laporta.
Yeah,
Tell
for
him what
1
to do.
week. Go ahead,
I
man.
hate you so
Like that
much.
fucking Simpsons meme. They're gonna walk in and out.
Just like AJ Klein. Bring him in.
I think Lamar's going to have a great day rushing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's going to have a good day passing.
The thing is, though, he doesn't need to have a good day passing to win these games.
Yeah.
There's been multiple games this year against over 500 teams where he's thrown for like 150 yards and they've blown him out.
What was the one?
No,
They
I
had
agree.
5 touchdowns. Was it the Brown? The one right before the playoffs, they had like 5 touchdowns. He threw 150 yards or something like
yeah.
that. What the fuck's that? On
He-
like 16 passes. That's what he does.
That was,
Last
against,
game.
that was against the Dolphins. They're terrible.
He's
Well,
been
they put up
doing
more
that
points than
against
you guys versus the Dolphins.
We weren't good then. That was practice.
You ain't good now, buddy.
He's been doing that. He's been doing that all year. He's been super good with the ball. Knows
Yeah.
when to pass. Knows when to run. Knows the situation. It's a different Lamar. It really is a different Lamar.
Well, it's a different. I think it's a different OC. They changed
Yes,
OC.
Monacan
a
is-
wholly different scheme.
wait.
Because
that his
before
name?
they were
It's like that's what I think.
Monahan. We'll just say
Monacan.
Monahan.
There's a cane.
Munkin?
Munkin, something like that. Yeah, like Brad Munkin.
They're focusing
like
on
that.
the pass more, and they're scheming better for the pass.
Yeah.
It's not, as you've seen, he hasn't been running this year as much.
as much. Yeah.
Until
they
the
haven't been
playoff, which
playing
I
like
think
that.
they did that purposely, like unleash him in
Unleash
the
him,
playoffs,
yeah.
so
Well,
he has
I mean,
fresh
you should,
legs.
Yeah.
Ooh, I have a stat here. I forgot.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So I saw this today, and it was a stat saying the most wins versus teams with a winning record. It was the 2004-2003 Pats with 10 wins, the 79 Steelers with 10 wins, and at the top was the 2023 Ravens with 11 wins, and 9 of those wins were by at least 2 touchdowns. And every single one of those teams in that list went on to win the Super Bowl.
Well, let me give you another stat.
No.
I'm pretty sure it was scoring 25 points a game and having a number 1 defense, and the only 2 other teams were the undefeated Dolphins and the 85 Bears.
Great company.
And I don't think I have to say anything about those teams.
No. Great
But
company.
they were in different eras, and it's a totally different era of football.
Yeah, but still. Like, it's like those stats are crazy
Sorry,
to come
stats
by.
back then didn't matter. Apparently, everybody's just
very
ass.
different context. You gotta
But
get
no,
stats.
no,
and
I don't
context.
think context matters in that. I think it's just like
But-
those are unprecedented stats, and the fact that you can even do them like nowadays, I think it's even harder nowadays with all the passing.
What are you gonna
What?
say? What do you have nothing to say, huh?
What?
What's the Chiefs' cool stats? They get cool stats.
They probably do. Yeah, you could find shit like that for anybody.
I mean, their cool starts are Mahomes, the most winningest quarterback in the playoffs ever.
That can't be right grammatically. Most winningest.
ever.
Winningness.
Most winningest.
There's a word there. Winning.
You're right. It's a
I
word.
just take the most out.
Most winning, I imagine.
No, you just take the most out. He's the winningest quarterback.
That can't be right. That doesn't sound right.
I've heard it many times. Well,
we have a fact checker with a grammatical mother.
Line it up.
Line it up.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, with this, if he wins this over the Ravens, he'll pass Brady with most playoff wins or most postseason wins ever.
That cannot be true.
It's true.
How could that be true, James?
He's only made 3 Super Bowls. Brady's made 7.
Was it Brady? Maybe it was
Eli Manning,
Montana.
baby. Eli
Montana.
Manning.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think with this,
It sounds like
in my head, I
wait
was
a
like,
second.
dude, played
I'm
for 40 years.
how?
it must have been Montana.
Yeah.
I think he'd be right behind Brady. It would move him up to second. But
Is Montana at 2 right now?
All-time playoff wins? Let me look.
no, Montana had 14 playoff wins. Mahomes is 13 right now. I think that's what it was. Something like that.
Yeah, he's not catching fucking good Lord.
How many does Brady have? 30?
Let me see where, because there's like a tie for 13
Maybe
for
it
a
was
million
win
people.
record.
No,
I was
Patrick
watching.
Mahomes
I was
has 13.
listening to the football show this
So
morning.
there's a tie between Mahomes, Roethlisberger, Favre, Staubach.
And who's ahead? There's 4 quarterbacks ahead of him, all with 14. Or
Yeah,
something like
it's
that.
Bradshaw, Elway, Young, Manning. Those are the 4. And then Joe Montana at 16, and then Brady at 35. So
Yeah.
Maybe it was,
at the
maybe
end
it
of
was
his
like
career,
record or something like that.
It
I don't
must-
know. They were
Win-loss
talking about it
record
this
maybe
morning.
or something like that.
it might be win-loss, yeah.
Yeah. Because he only has 2 losses in the playoffs.
Oh, well, yeah.
Maybe winning percentage then.
Yeah,
Maybe that's what it was.
I'm saying you said you pass Brady.
It was something like
what the
that.
fuck?
Well, yeah. I don't know. It's hard for me not to have faith in Mahomes and Reed.
You have to.
No, obviously.
Even in the
And-
Bills
Sure, as
game,
a
like
fan.
I thought the Bills were gonna win, but like I'm sitting there in the back of my mind, like I will not be surprised if this motherfucker just ends up having a tremendous game.
Yeah.
For
And
Remember
as
calling it
Josh
50-50
says
game.
all the time, for some reason, teams forget how to play against the Chiefs.
And
for no
tackle.
reason. Leave
You gotta
people
tackle,
open,
too.
people fucking doing backflips.
They
and
make
fucking,
Mahomes look like Lamar.
they have voodoo.
They do.
He does the slowest jukes in the world, and they work.
No sense.
You
This
ever
dude's
see
running
that?
for 40 yards. I'm like,
the
how?
littlest, the
Just-
littlest,
He just swings his hips. You think? Makes no sense.
and he's gone.
I'm telling you, I say this all the time. Teams just like, for whatever reason, they go, let's just not cover Kelsey this play. Fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, why are you doing that? And I just think the Ravens have, and I said this, we were talking about this before. I don't know if it's on the pod or not, but like some teams have the ability to throw somebody on like a Kelsey and bump him at the line and run with them, and they able to
Somebody's
do
in the
that.
group chat.
I think the Ravens have the personnel
The
too.
Ravens have
100%.
that's a team that has the personnel too.
I know you didn't bring them up.
I think
when you said that.
no, I didn't, and I was thinking about it because they could throw fucking Hamilton on him and put Humphrey outside. I didn't even think about that. They could throw fucking Patrick Queen on him. Is
But
actually
the thing,
pretty fast.
I like the Chiefs to run pretty. I like Pacheco to have a good game here.
Which is crazy.
the
I've seen.
Chiefs-
You ever seen the
Chiefs-
tweets?
What?
Roquan Smith, a movable
Smith
object
tweeting at
versus Pacheco.
I'm excited for it. I
It
think
was
it's-
like
That's gonna be a
there
great,
was
great,
something.
great
It was
match
like
to
the
watch.
like the dick section where they have like
Oh,
the helmets
yeah.
and everything. It was like him versus him, and it was like the guy gets pummeled into the corner.
Let me
He
see if I
runs
can find
weird,
it.
bro.
Keep
Have you
talking.
seen
I'm gonna see if I
Roquan
can
Smith
find it.
run?
no.
He runs weird. You like Aiden Hutchinson runs like Wario?
Waluigi.
He fucking runs weird, bro. He
Yeah?
runs like a menace to society. It's pretty funny. I love it. There it is, right there. Yeah, pull it up. Can you pull it up, Metro? So
This is-
fucking
it's
funny.
Who
Honestly,
is, this
hilarious.
is Roquan Smith.
This
No,
is
this
Roquan
is- this
Smith
is-
versus Pacheco.
This is what they say is gonna happen.
Oh.
Roquan Smith versus Pacheco.
Yeah, put it up. Shit's so funny.
Ray Lewis, baby.
Oh God.
Well, I don't see that happening, but
I see that happening. I don't see. How do you think they're gonna run? We think they have a good rush defense.
the way they've run all year, the Ravens don't have that good of a rush defense. They were good
They were like the number one defense
against the run.
in general.
That's not true.
Look it up.
Pull up the run.
They
They
were
can't be
number
less
one
than 10.
defense. I was just looking at it the other day because I was because I wanted to place bets, obviously.
Yeah.
And Singletary had a good game against them in the first matchup. Didn't this
matchup.
time. But
They got a lot better defense now.
Yeah, like I said earlier, they stopped 2.7 yards a carry for Texas.
against the Texans
But they don't have the greatest running backs, but like
or O
They got a
line.
good. They
That's-
got a 1-2.
that's,
Chiefs have a
O-line.
very powerful.
that's a
line.
big feat. Yeah, well they hold.
Why are you looking
I
at
take
that?
Larry Tunsil over the whole Chiefs O line.
Creed Humphrey's better than Laramie and
No,
Thompson.
that's cap.
It's not good.
I just see Creed Humphrey in the tackle position.
Why?
Well, he plays.
Creed
that's-
Humphrey's
that's-
only behind.
that's what
Jason
Laremy Tunsil
Kelsey in the
plays.
league.
I don't know about that.
as a center. Yeah,
Oh, Larry Tunsil's extremely good.
I know.
No, I
he
know.
held.
Okay.
He held.
but they played at different positions.
Yeah, I know. But I take Larry Tunsil.
No.
Starting team right now, I'd take Larry Tunsil over. You'd be
No.
stupid not to.
Creed
Tackle's
Humphrey-
so much better
Creed
without
Humphrey's like
positional value.
24.
How do you think Larry Tunsil is?
Second best center in the league.
How old is Larry Tunsil?
I don't know, maybe 25, 26. He's
I have
youngish.
No clue, but he's young.
He was. I only
did-
remember because he was the guy with the bong mask in the draft.
He was the
Yeah.
guy with the bong man.
He dropped.
It wasn't that long ago. Maybe 2018 he was drafted.
It was something like
So he's probably like 27,
Actually,
28,
before that.
27, 28. That's where I'm going.
Do
28.
you think Kelsey's going to retire?
No, only because they jinxed him.
Oh,
He wanted to be the one to announce it. I feel like
I
they
know, I
forced him to come
saw
back.
that.
Right now,
I saw
the
that.
Chiefs and Ravens are locked in both at allowing 4.5 yards a carry this
Yeah.
season. And
Where's
then
that rank?
Chiefs allowed 1925, and then Ravens allowed 1860.
So both stout.
But where are they at? Does it give a
They're
ranking?
actually
No?
pretty damn low, to be honest.
Yeah.
They both suck. Except the Ravens have the better last matchup.
Yeah, but I'm not going to compare Singletary, Pierce, and the Texans O-line to Pacheco and the Chiefs O-line.
Well, I
No, I was
they-
comparing them to Josh Allen and James Cook in the Bills O-line.
yeah, they
The
kind
Bills
of had
O-line's
they had their
ass.
way rushing.
Not ass, but they're not as good as the Texans O-line.
Yeah, but the Ravens don't have good running backs. It's going to be all Lamar.
Ravens don't have good running backs. They have good running backs. They have a fucking
They have-
quadruple-headed monster.
They have guys
that
that
quadruple-head monster cut off 2 heads already
Who? You can't even name them.
because they're dead.
They're like
They died-
hydras. They grow back. They
died
grow back.
years
They just
ago.
got Dalvin Cook.
Whatever. The Ravens have Dalvin Cook?
Yes.
yeah they did they just
You didn't even know that. They
didn't know.
come out of nowhere.
When did
They just signed
when
him.
did he
They
get
get
Dalvin Cook?
it was like
They
last
got rid
week.
of
Dalvin Cook's a free agent?
The week before the Texans. Yeah, the Jets
Yeah.
let him go. He wanted
Yeah.
to leave because he wasn't playing there anyway. So
He wanted the ring, baby. He knows where he's
He
going.
jinxed them. That's what's going to happen.
No.
well, they won a
He was
game.
But
like,
they
let me-
just got rid of.
He was like, let me play with you, Ravens.
what
I want a ring. Jinxed them.
So
Who's the
Lamar
other guy they
Jackson went
had?
11 for 100. We said that.
Yeah, yeah.
Justice Hill had 13 for 66. Gus Edwards had 10 for 40. Cook had 8 for 23. Like, yeah, not great running
Cook
for them.
I didn't know he played that much.
But like
It's the combination.
Justice Hill averaged
Combination.
5.1 yards a carry. Gus Edwards averaged 4. Like that's really all you need. Especially
Fresh
if Lamar's running
legs.
for 100.
And decent runners behind a great O-line and a great dual threat quarterback.
One very angry runner behind a very good O-line.
Meeting a very angry linebacker.
Just one linebacker.
Yeah, I
Just
think
one running back. What the fuck? Now we got 4, James. 4, 5. You got 5 with the
I
quarterback.
like it. I like you know
God,
that
I can't. I hope Pat Mahomes fucking runs. Oh, I want him to get hit so bad.
he's gonna. He's
Oh,
gonna
there
slide.
if he runs, they're going to be the team that fucking
I hope to God. I was just watching. Roquan Smith was mic'd up. So funny. Funny clips.
Yeah, I don't see Pacheco going
How many
15
get?
for
How many,
97.
yeah, I don't see that. It might be. He may be like.
He'll probably get the yards. I don't think
20
he's
for
going to
60.
be averaging 6.7 yards a carry though. That's
But I can see him getting 4.5.
yeah.
No,
The Ravens
I
are
don't
letting
think
up 4.5.
But I think
What they let up last game?
2.7.
2.7. They're hot.
That's the last. Yeah, but
Well, I take their
they
most
took
recent.
a fat lead early, and the Texans only scored 3 points on offense. You think the Chiefs going to score 3 points?
I wish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I wished the Texans scored more.
but
So
they couldn't. The Chiefs will.
I bet they could have.
If I will, I can't even imagine the Chiefs scoring 3. I don't think this ever happened in Mahomes' career ever.
It probably
3 points
Probably.
3 points is crazy.
in the Mahomes era. The
Yeah,
Chiefs
probably
have
has.
scored 3
In
points.
the Mahomes era,
Well,
that's
maybe
never
scored
happened.
10. 3 on offense, maybe.
I mean, yeah, like
what?
Well, Houston scored 10.
No,
Ravens-
they
Ravens-
scored 3 on offense.
Yeah, so maybe
Ravens
Chiefs could've
rushing
scored 3 on
game-
offense got 10.
Ravens rushing game has been letting up like Kyron Williams had his day.
Yeah,
Obviously
Kyron went
McCaffrey
off
had
against
his
them.
day. Obviously,
And you
let's-
think those are the same echelon?
No,
as-
no, no, no. I'm not saying that.
Oh,
I'm saying
I was
I,
gonna say
don't think that's gonna. I don't think.
Pacheco's better, he said.
I don't think that's gonna ruin the game for them. I think if they allow
Did they
one
win
of
those
them,
games?
yes,
There you go.
like they allowed
This
Kyron
team
to run
has better
for.
weapons.
Yeah, they won this game against
Better
against
better defense.
Rams. Kyron had 114 yards. Cooper Kupp had 115. Puka had 84. Cooper had a touchdown.
What did Lamar do that game? Was that his 5 touchdown game?
No, that was the Dolphins game.
Lamar Jackson had 316 yards thrown, 3 touchdowns, an interception.
How many run for?
And 70 yards, and they still didn't
Forward.
lose. So like it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take Lamar to slip back into last year's Lamar and make a mistake.
He's
And
good.
that's what it
He'll
comes-
tweet out
gonna come
Johnny
down to.
again. He'll be fine.
And I was thinking about that earlier. The
Johnny?
Chiefs win games
what that
for the most
know.
part, like when another team makes a mistake. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they never like
This season especially,
like against good teams, Like I feel like they don't go out there and just fucking pummel them. I feel like the other team just like fucks up too many times, and it's like whoever fucks up last is gonna win the game.
Right. I mean, a lot of people are saying that the Bills lost because there is no margin of error against the Chiefs.
Exactly.
You make an error, and the Chiefs will capitalize almost always. So it depends on how much faith you have in Lamar. History shows he's not good in the playoffs. Obviously,
Yeah.
he just had a great game against the Texans, but it's rookie head coach, rookie quarterback. The offense didn't do a thing the entire game.
Well, I'm saying
if you think the Chiefs' offense is going to perform the way Shroud and that offense did,
You're right. I think
Well,
it'll be
I'm not
worse.
saying
I
that.
think it'll be
agree
worse.
with you.
You're
I'm,
right.
I'm saying
insane.
I'm saying fuck that it was that one playoff game. I'm looking at the whole year tape. This is a different team. This is a different group
100%.
of beasts. They have a way better defense than they've had in the past. They're more of a cohesive unit. So like, yeah, I get like they played a rookie, like he didn't
But he's not
obviously-
really a rookie if you look at it. Take him out of the rookie category. The guy was one of the best
quarterbacks.
quarterbacks
yeah.
in the league. Better than Pat Mahomes.
Like
this
Houston,
year.
Houston's not a bad team at all.
Yeah.
Obviously the Chiefs are,
No, they were a really
Better.
cute team this year.
but I don't know. I just think
It was a slant. They were a great offense this year.
yeah, they had a very good offense this year, which we witnessed. So I don't know.
Live, we were there.
It's gonna take a lot.
I mean, you just can't talk me out of taking the Chiefs.
I'm not
we
gonna
all
I'm
talk-
not
know
trying
this.
to. It
Never
might
gonna
take.
take-
It
yeah.
honestly might take a Lamarmy.
Lamarmy, the Lamarmy.
Lamarmy.
I think in order for the
Better
Ravens
than
to
Will.
win, it's going to need to be a perfect Lamar game.
Yeah, but you're saying no.
And that's
Stop,
asking a
stop,
lot.
Stop.
I don't think it's asking.
Why does it have to be a perfect
He's
Lamar
been
game for
great
them to
this
win?
year.
The Chiefs are not this.
He's going to be
fucking-
MVP.
They don't have a bunch of gods on their team. They've struggled this year.
Most drop balls.
Regular season's practice.
Is Tony playing?
Fuck the regular
Are they having
season.
Tony
They struggled
and,
against
are
the
they Cole
Bills.
Hartman play? Because they're going to lose if they do.
No, I hope he stays
Tony
out.
and Miko. One of them's got to play.
Tony's
One of
got to
them's
stay
gotta
out.
play.
One of them's got to
One of
play.
them's going to play.
We'll pick up somebody. Like the Ravens just picked up Dalvin Cook.
Who you gonna
Somebody's
pick
got to be
up?
out there. Jarvis Landry joined the
Oh
Chiefs.
God,
I don't know
yeah.
what-
that's a
I don't know who
definite
he might
loss
be
too.
free agent.
No, I'm just saying like the Ravens don't
I
have
don't
to
know
have a
what free
perfect game by
agent
any
will
means.
be.
I think the Ravens can make a couple mistakes and still pull out the win here. I think the issue is it's going to come down to the issues that we've seen all year with the Chiefs, like in their receiving core. Like if Rashee Rice is locked up and they're playing at least somewhat well against the run,
It's going to be real funny when the Niners-Lions game ends up being the really low-scoring game and the
then
Ravens
it
Chiefs
goes
is a
crazy.
shootout.
It'd be
I'll be
crazy.
surprised.
It'd be crazy.
I feel like that's happened so many
Yeah.
times this year where we argue over this and then,
and then it's like that's a shitter game.
yeah,
I feel like,
we
I feel like
flip the script.
this will be like a trenches game, to be honest. I think
that's what I
whoever
think.
wins on the ground will win.
But
And I kind of think about honestly the Lions game too.
That's the
They're gonna
thing.
be throwing a
Either,
lot
any of
more.
those literally dead ass, the Niners or the Lions or the Ravens
Yeah.
or the Chiefs, if any of them establish a run and run it better than the other team, they're going to win the game. That's it. And I love saying that because it's so true. If you control the run game, you're probably going to fucking win the game.
These gonna be two good games.
Yeah, it's going to be a
I'm
fantastic
more
weekend.
so just really excited.
Obviously,
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to watch the Niners-Lions game,
Why?
but we'll see. My brother's birthday that day too.
What?
Ooh.
But I told my parents that like I need to
was about
watch
to say,
the
as long as
Well,
Ravens
he
you
was
Chiefs game.
understand,
It's
I'd
like,
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking them out Monday anyways, so we'll
Oh.
see.
Oh, okay, you'll be fine.
Well, you only really need to see the Chiefs game.
You getting your haircut tomorrow? Yeah?
Cut
I'm
it off.
scared.
You scared?
Oh,
Why?
Lord.
Come on.
I actually found a picture of myself I really want. I'm gonna show them like this is what I need. Like please don't cut off
Don't
more than
fuck
this.
it up.
It's always they cut off way too much, and then I gotta wait months for it to go
Honestly,
back.
I wouldn't
to
know
where
how
I
to
want.
cut your hair. I'm really
It's
hard to do
it's
that.
scissors and then buzzer and then back to scissors.
Yeah, but
Typically,
would you just pull it all up? Like where are the lines?
yeah. So typically they would tie it up here. Like they would
Ah.
use things to hold up the top hair,
Yeah.
shave down the sides, then put the top hair down and cut, trim. But that has nothing to do with football.
No, it does. Because
I was just saying.
the hopes of the Chiefs going to another Super Bowl is going
Rest
to be
on your
shaved.
haircut.
I get
How
the
good your
Mahomes haircut.
It's going to be
Oh,
shaved.
brother.
The Mahomes cut.
just
Also,
short.
like, I had a theory I wanted to bring up.
Okay.
Obviously,
Uh-huh.
this has nothing to do statistically
Okay.
or opinionated.
I got a couple
This
of
is
those.
just, I feel like it's going to happen because the NFL might be rigged. So,
Okay,
You're
obviously,
talking about exactly,
everybody's been talking all year, especially the last 3 years, that the NFL puts out the logo for the Super Bowl and the colors
The
of the
colors,
logo represent the team. Now, it was true for the last 3 years. If the NFL is rigged, wouldn't it be smart betting wise that everybody now, especially that it's mainstream, has picked up on this trend and the NFL tricks the whole majority of bettors into betting on the Niners-Ravens Super Bowl appearance
They don't
because of the whole logo thing.
Yeah.
And Chiefs-Lions go.
Chiefs-Lions. So you're taking the Lions. You're switching.
I'm just saying that it's funny to think about because
Betting-wise,
the
yeah.
NFL would or
Yeah.
DraftKings would win a lot of money by rigging it in that favor. Because, like, if you go off the logo theory, it has to be Ravens-Niners.
Well, yeah.
Do you think they pick top teams and just put them in there? How do you think they pick the colors?
How do they know But they weren't best odds going into the season.
Yeah, but not best odds. Maybe the graphic designers likes the teams. I mean,
For the 3 years straight.
Red is so many numbers or so many colors, like for teams. Purple's pretty. I have to
Only
see. I have to
Raven-
see.
only
I have to
Ravens
see
and
what they look
Vikings.
like. Do they make
What was-
sense with the color schemes?
It's just red and purple.
No, I understand, but like to the scenery. Like I know this one's Las Vegas, so it could be like night and heat or something. But I don't know if the other ones
It's,
were
it's
like
probably like the night
sense.
desert, morning desert type shit.
yeah.
So I don't
And then
think
what was the Super Bowl last year? Chiefs and Eagles. It was red and green
For what though? Where was it?
in Miami.
Red and green is making
What,
sense
last year?
in Miami.
Right? The Super Bowl was in Miami last year?
Uh,
Or was it Arizona?
It might have been Arizona. It was Arizona, yeah,
Was
because the field was all slippy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense.
And then
Why would
the
it be red and
year
green?
before was Rams, Bengals, and the colors were blue and orange.
Shit, Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
That was the Miami game. No? There was just a Super
That
Bowl in
might have been
Miami.
It might have
Recently.
been it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Makes sense to me.
But I I have
Going
another
off that theory,
I have another theory why it might just be rigged.
Yeah.
They put Sean Smith on the Chiefs game. For anyone who doesn't know, that's a ref. The last 3 years with other refs, home teams win at the 55.9%. But with Smith, home team win rates dropped to 40.8%. With other refs, home teams cover the spread 50%.
Yeah.
But with Smith, home teams cover at 37.0%. And it goes, is this merely coincidental? This dude worked with NFL Ref Stats 1 on Twitter, and it says false start penalties. NFL average the last 3 years, 4.6 more percent penalties on the road team. Smith, last 3 years, 34.8 more penalties on the home team. And
38% more?
34.8% more penalties on the home team.
Wow.
And, like, this is a thing, like, I don't know how they decide, like, to get the pull of refs to the games and stuff like that, but, like,
Super League.
you have to look at that and be like,
I don't know how you don't.
let's, like, get the most, like, arbitrary group we can in there. Like, it just... Again, that's going to be the huge fucking story if the Ravens lose and there's a couple, like, calls.
Well,
Like, it's
for
going to be the thing.
The
I
Super
know,
Bowl,
and
Like, even if it's, like, fair
it's
or
going to
not,
be
but it's
so
going to be the
annoying to
thing.
hear about it because I know the Chiefs are going to win like that.
It's,
You know
if,
the
if
Chiefs
they
are
win,
about to
it's
win
gonna,
like that.
if they win, it's going to be like that. Yes. I 100%. 100%.
The better.
the Super Bowl one, the guy who called the Lions check-in fiasco,
Yes.
Yeah.
he's in the Super Bowl now.
He's going to be a ref in the Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Why the fuck's he in the Super Bowl?
I think that's fair.
How is that fair?
Because
I think he actually got a bad
Yeah.
bad beat.
Huh?
I was explaining
Apparently,
to you.
They,
Yeah.
they like declared 2 of the players.
No, they didn't declare 2 of the players. It's supposed to be a
And-
fake for the defense. He didn't even go
Right,
near
but
him.
like they got,
You-
they
yeah.
And
got
he only
kinda
declared the
tricky.
guy who did
They
talk
tried to do
him.
something cute and they ruined it for themselves. That's what
No,
happened.
apparently everyone does that.
They
I don't
run up
know.
there. Oh, here's what happened.
Yeah,
Right.
you put. They
So if you
show
look
like
at the
a fake
video,
guy.
if you look at the video, the ref is looking at the guy running onto the field.
Well,
He
fuck,
doesn't.
he's not, bro.
Shut up.
There's 2 guys in his face.
Shut up. He doesn't acknowledge the guy next to him that's saying he wants to check in as eligible. There's a play or there's a motion that you do when you check in as ineligible.
Yeah, I know.
You do this.
Yes, I know.
And the dude running
Yes.
onto the field
That's
was
what I'm
literally
saying.
doing that.
That's what I'm saying.
So the guy was like, "Got you," because he checked in multiple times, like
Yeah.
in the game.
Yeah.
So then he was like, "Okay, got you." Didn't even look the other guy's way and then walked away. And then he said, "Number 70 is eligible." Then he said,
James,
"Number
I'm
70
trying
is
to check
eligible."
in. James, I'm trying to check
Now look
in.
at me, James, as a
I'm
ref.
trying to check in. James, I'm trying to check in.
Got you.
James, I'm trying to check in. James, I'm trying to check in.
I got you, bro.
James, I'm trying to
That's what
check in. Fucking ridiculous.
And at the end of the
So
day,
ridiculous.
You don't know how
at the end
loud
of the
it was
day,
in Ford
Mike,
Field, though.
Mike,
Shut up.
Mike.
So you look the guy across the
Michael.
field, not the guy next to you. screaming
Michael,
at
because
you.
he checked in multiple times as eligible.
Oh, brother, I
But
can't.
Mike,
I don't know. Whatever.
think about this. Think about this.
Semantics.
If you're in the game,
It's not semantics at all.
if you're in the game and you hear over the speaker and you're on the ref, you're a coach on the sideline, you hear number 70 declared ineligible.
Well, Josh.
Number 70 declared eligible, and the refs, nobody on the
Josh.
team at all said anything.
Josh, it's loud in the stadium.
It's not that loud.
It's loud in the stadium.
So nobody heard.
Field?
So nobody
Field's
heard he was
loud.
eligible.
Fourth
Actually, I
largest
think the game was in Dallas. No,
No, it was in. I don't know.
was it in Detroit?
If it's Dallas, it's rigged. Oh, it might have been Dallas
I
because
thought
rigged.
it was Dallas because
rigged. Yeah.
like it was supposed to be a Cowboys blowout because
Yes, because what's his
they
face?
don't
it was
lose at home.
Jimmy Johnson's.
Yeah, it
Ring
was.
of
It was.
Honor, I
It
think.
was in the Cowboys.
yeah.
Yeah, loud place.
Okay, but at the end of the
God's
day,
country.
Mike, everyone heard it. Everyone heard it.
Oh, they didn't.
So that's on them.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it in the audio.
That's on them.
All right, so you guys got Ravens. I got Chiefs, and then Josh and I have Niners. Michael has. Who do you think Angelo's taking? Angelo has to be taking the Ravens.
He's got to take the Ravens. I think he takes the Ravens for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
It's funny. He's been taking underdogs all postseason, but
Now he
we're
takes both
giving him the
Giving him
Ravens.
the
I
Ravens
think he's taking. I think he takes Ravens. To be honest, I think he's a Ravens
He's
guy.
taking the Ravens.
He is-
He's taking the Ravens.
Is he?
I think so.
'Cause
I
he's
think
a Steelers
He's a
fan.
blue collar guy.
He didn't- he
he's
wanted-
not
Steelers
a
fan,
real
though.
Steelers fan. All
He
right?
wanted the Bills to lose really bad, so he picked the Chiefs last week. But I don't think he is gonna. I don't think he picked the Chiefs this week.
I don't think he'd pick the Chiefs for Carla. I don't think he likes the Chiefs.
I think he's a Lamar guy, right?
I'm so excited. I want to fast
I
forward.
think he's a
this game
Roquan
so
Smith
bad.
guy more.
I love I really like this Ravens team. I'm not going to be upset.
They
I'll
have
be
such a
happy
great
for Lamar if he goes to Super Bowl. But like obviously, I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Like,
Well, this is my thing. I think the two people that deserve the Super Bowl the most players wise. I think I really want to
Lamar.
see Lamar in there, and I really want to
Gibbs.
see McCaffrey in there like a lot.
McCaffrey's a piece of shit. He doesn't deserve anything.
I think I don't know.
he already has Olivia Copo. How much more does he need?
He needs a ring. I just think like having
He has one.
like
with her.
his career like low
That
key.
not enough.
His career was like on a fucked trajectory before this
Love
trade.
perseveres.
CMC.
CMC, like in terms of like legacy. So like I'm
He
glad
was 1 year late to the Panthers run.
I know, yeah.
Imagine.
But like I think I don't know. It'd be nice to see.
Shout out Jonathan Stewart though.
Shut the fuck.
Also, 49ers versus Ravens rematch. I'd love that. That'd be cool.
I guess.
I think
I mean,
Ravens trounced
49ers
him, bro.
Chiefs rematch cool too.
I think
I
the
mean-
Lions getting the Super Bowl for the first time would be nice.
I mean, listen,
maybe it's just
cute.
me. Maybe it's
That'd
just
be
me.
cute. No,
Maybe it's just me.
the
And then maybe they win the trade.
Look, I
think they
like
won
the
trade,
Niners.
to be honest.
I like the
but,
Lions a lot. I do. I just the Niners are a fucking animal machine.
I don't think-
really
I don't-
saw it in the fucking Green Bay game versus the fucking Rooks.
In a
The
rain
rookie
game,
squad, the rookie
rain
squad.
game.
Oh, Jordan Love wasn't affected by the fucking rain.
Right? He was.
Well, he wasn't. He threw over 300 yards.
no, he didn't.
No, he
Jordan Love threw 194 yards.
I don't believe that.
And
I know because I took his over 250 and he didn't even
didn't hit
get
it?
close.
194 yards, and half his yards came off of wide open
Dubes.
dudes down the field.
Let's
yeah,
go. Dude's got half his yards.
Dubes had a 38-yard reception, and another 20-yard one.
Yeah.
So take
He got 80 yards.
the wide open 38 yards away, minus 194.
Oh, take away the big plays he made. Ah,
yeah, well,
forgot
to
about that.
wide open receivers.
That's another thing I like.
So
This Chiefs
stupid.
defense didn't
Such a
allow a
globe.
single big play against the Bills. I think they do the same thing against the Ravens.
Well,
it's gonna be a battle. to
let's-
the
Except when Lamar comes
Let's
out. and runs
be
like a
real
30
though.
yard
They didn't allow a
QB
big
draw.
play, but two receivers dropped perfect balls. That would have been
True. Diggs
It
should have
was
had that
the
ball.
pressure of the Chiefs
Oh, shut
defenders
the
near
fuck
them.
up.
no. The ball was
Diggs'
in their
guy was on the
hands.
ground.
yeah.
He literally missed it. You fucking whiffed. He actually.
Also, like
if anyone threw that game, it
I'll
might
give you,
have
I'll
been
give you
him, to be
the
honest,
Khalil Shakir touchdown throw though. They whoever that was on the left side of the line, your D line back.
but I don't know his name. The
I don't
other
know his
offensive
name.
lineman into him.
He's your right end. He backed whoever it was.
Karlaftis?
Who it might have been. I don't.
George Karlaftis?
I don't know, but he backed fucking
56.
the lineman into Josh Allen that fucked that last throw to Shakir for the touchdown. I'll give you that, but
Well, not a single play over 20 yards in the Bills game. I like.
All right, there was one of 19. So.
the biggest play actually was 18 by Josh Allen.
Oh, you got me another
The
yard.
Josh Allen rush
got me.
for 18
You
yards.
got me.
was
So
the biggest
Lamar
play.
this time of like a 50-yard rush, I bet.
it's very possible.
Maybe.
But yeah, we'll see. We've recorded for 3 hours.
No, we
Have
didn't.
No kidding.
Like an
It's hour 20.
Oh,
But
that's still a lot.
yeah.
Wrap it
So
up.
yeah,
I don't know. I'm shooting 80%. Ride with me, people.
don't ride with
I'm
him.
shooting
He's
70.
biased this one.
I'm
He's
shooting,
biased this one.
70, so ride with me.
Not that good.
Ride with me
Why should they ride with you, Josh?
because I actually brought facts and stats to the argument.
How fast
How-
that's treated you so
they
far?
treated you so far.
Not good because
Not
I
great.
picked the Dolphins knowing the Dolphins were going to lose.
Why would you pick them?
I picked the Rams because I wanted the Rams to win, but Lions were
Shitter.
home. Did I pick the Lions last week? Didn't I?
You did,
Against
you
the
did.
Bucks.
You probably did.
You knew it.
You're-
And then the only one I really will say I fucked up on was the Eagles. I just assumed they were just gonna flip the switch.
you on
And the
that
Bills,
one.
and the Bills, and the Bills.
You're
and the
not-
Bills,
You
and
were
the
stood
Bills,
on
and the
business on
Bills.
that one.
I'll take the Eagles and Bills. I've only lost 2 so far, realistically. But yeah, that's our little recap. Stay tuned next week for
Super Bowl matchup.
Super Bowl matchup
Crazy.
and outlook on that.
Can't wait to have my Sundays back.
talk of the game.
I
Yeah,
know.
During
It won't be
football season,
back.
it's like a fucking set. It's like a third job.
I know it really is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
But,
really did feel like I had fucking 4 jobs the last 3
I
months.
was like, I gotta go to work. I can't do anything Sunday.
Yeah,
I gotta sit in the basement for 7 hours.
I got work, pod, football. gamble.
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone at
don't work.
home, thank you for watching. If you watched, subscribe to the YouTube. We got 100 subscribers. We want to thank you again for that. Fucking super sick.
Yeah.
Check out the pod. Comes out every Wednesdays if you're just here watching the sports stuff. Yeah, just like, subscribe, leave a comment if you want. Tell us what you think about our opinions and shit. And
go Chiefs.
Let's hit this shit real quick. Hold up.
hit what?
You think you the shit? You ain't even.
You need a fart. I've been going hard. Baby, quick but I'm quicker. Baby, dig when I'm digger.